Germany's playing.
No, tomorrow's Friday?
Tomorrow's
No.
Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Probably not. No.
Yeah, because Germany plays.
Tommy's skipping it too.
At 1 p.m.
Tommy's probably skipping it too because it's his last day of school Friday, and then he either has to get up early for the USA game or stay up late for the German game. He can't do both because he only got like 4 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So he decided to skip them both, so he just goes in the last day of school. I think it's his last day at that school, so he wants like to say goodbye and cry with everybody. I guess I don't know. Well, we got a show about Tipster. Yeah. I can't wait for this. And my part, Gamer from Mars laughs at me, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't. No, I don't. If it happened to me, if it happened to you, you'd feel differently. I swear.
But you're like Papa's videos, man. Like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my
I gotta fix my keyboard, man.
Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Well, he lies the heart of Europe. I spilled beer on my keyboard. It's all fucked up. Whenever I lower the volume, it's like crazy. You know, goth mommy. Sweet, just lost power at work. Hey, that's another thing. My Ethernet card's acting up again like it used to. Also, I'll use this as an advertisement. If I managed to turn everybody against me in the LCU. If you want to find out what this means, I say you go watch today's episode. It was just said to me by Pippin Pete. This is my advertisement about the LCU. Of course, I don't talk about the LCU over here. And it's great. Yeah, it's so funny, ain't it? It is so on the money. But I tried so hard. Ridiculous.
And got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't. Yeah.
What's the matter? Nothing's the matter.
Yeah, just ask the guy who wrote that song. It didn't matter. In the end, it didn't even matter. He wasn't joking. It was Chester, whatever his fucking face is.
Chester Bennington, yeah.
Yeah, in the end, it doesn't even matter. He wasn't kidding. He wasn't joking on. Tipster's worse than Blade, Rosie says. I don't know. Blade's pretty bad. I think the same amount of time. Let's get right into it. I don't
At least Tipster's a whole man. Whatever
he is, Lynn. I don't know what's going on here. Oh man, Wonder Dope Boy, thanks so much. You put me in a good mood with the super sticker. Let's celebrate their 10th super on a live stream. Is that Wonder Dope guy? Well,
I guess that's their second or their 10th super chat on the live stream.
Oh well, thank you. Thanks for your generation or for your generosity. But yeah, if you want to know what that means, I'd say check out because everybody turned on me. You know, good. You're so insensitive. People have feelings, and it was like my fans, like the people that usually laugh at me. They got mad. And it's the worst thing is I know I should feel bad. And I should like back up or like backtrack, and I can't because it's too fucking funny.
They aren't real people anyway.
They're not real people. What do I care?
They don't know what delusional means.
They're just LCUers. They're barely human.
That's a new slur. You're an LCUer.
You're just an LCUer. You're just an LCUer.
Hey there, folks. Robert here, and as always, I am your geeky tipster, and I'm not a fan of drama. However,
yeah, you sure want.
When something strikes a nerve with me, I'm not afraid to speak up.
It's hard to find an internet figure with more backstory than Tipster, who over the past 2 decades has made a name for himself on YouTube for all the wrong reasons. While the rotund individual has tried his hardest to be a legitimate influencer since the site's inception, as time has gone on, he's unfortunately been tied into the
He's in the lookout card.
Oh, I need that.
I have a bunch of these cards. If you ever came down here, I'd give them to you. I would give them some.
So you're trying to bribe me now with tipster cards?
I have no. I'm a loser. I don't need friends. I want some friends my age. Game over. Ghost Gaming. Thanks so much, Ghost Gaming. You're
That's
very
my
nice
reply.
guy. I would much rather you donate there too, because I get to keep the money.
lol cow archetype, with behavior that many have deemed questionable. From defending inappropriate images of minors to flirting with online women who he refers to as his goth mommies while married, to being
I stuck up for him on that one. Glad I did.
friends with a white woman who had her child call her enemy the N-word.
That's okay. This shit happens. I always call my kid the N-word. I feel bad for Tipster's wife. Hey, you know what story I tell my son? Of course, I left the sex out of it. I told him the Roger Clark story today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was blown away. He's like, yeah, that guy was Roger Clark. I was like, yep.
There's a lot to unpack with
I couldn't believe it. Because now he knows who he is, you know. He knows who Roger Clark is. Yeah.
this one. While he has threatened to leave the World Wide Web an endless amount of times, he always seems to pop.
And he didn't want to do that. He wanted to take us with him. Like, okay, I'm not having fun, so you can't have any fun anymore. Why you're not watching a candidate? No, fuck. I don't care about the candidate. Actually, I got it. All right, here. I was meaning to do this anyway. So here we go. I mean, I can't watch every single game. You know, I gotta work. I gotta work sometimes.
Like a little Family Guy moment.
Actually,
like in the corner.
I hope the Canadians win. There you go.
Against Switzerland. Yeah.
Canada, our home and native land. All right. Good luck, knuckleheads.
Pop back up to the pleasure of many of his detractors who seem fixated on mocking him. Because his career or lack thereof is so expansive, I thought it would be good to dig deep and make one concise video breaking down the few ups and many downs of this YouTuber's career, with it all culminating in him transitioning to be a goth mommy himself.
It's Turkey Tom on the
Before going
screen.
further in today's video, have you ever tried quitting smoking or vaping with no success?
Yes.
Well, today's sponsor might do the trick. Fume. Nicotine pouches.
I never
Patches
quit.
and
I love
gum
it.
only address the nicotine.
I did it
while
with gum, but now I'm
still
annoying
keeping you
everything.
reliant on it. And cold turkey is extremely
I'm still relying on gum.
unsustainable, over focusing you on every craving and expecting pure willpower to carry you through. But the thing is, vaping and smoking aren't just a nicotine problem, they're a habit problem. The hand-to-mouth motion, the inhale, the stress break, the thing you reach for automatically throughout the day. And that's exactly why Fume works. Fume is a
And so do cigarettes.
flavored air device made from real wood and metal that
Real
gives
wood.
your hand, mouth, and brain
Real
something
wood.
Real
better to
wood.
reach for
Fake
when
wood.
craving hits.
Fake wood.
It has no nicotine, no vapor, and no batteries. And it was specifically
Are you sure the gum you're buying isn't laced with meth? Yeah, I mean, look at me. They're all over the fucking place.
He lives in Germany, not the Netherlands. Come on, Medine.
Yeah.
designed to help you quit. They sent me a package with a bunch of different flavors to try of the product, and I think mint is my favorite.
Is it?
On top of that, I really like the fidget
know
element.
Why would you do that if you never smoked to begin with? What an idiot.
Of it.
Yeah.
You could spin it around, make
Hey,
it
I should
click,
start
and
chewing
it
nicotine
Yeah,
gum.
yeah. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, well, like that's the thing. It's like, well, you know what? Maybe cigarette was so bad.
feels really substantial for you to just mess around with when you're bored. And the best part is if you go and grab a journey pack for yourself, you'll
Journey
also
pack.
get a free Fume topper just for
Really?
using my
Ah,
code in the
condom.
Gamer
Wow.
checkout. So to try it out
I
for
could share it with
yourself,
my friend Lynn.
click the link in the description down below or scan the
Double
QR
teaming
code on
the
the screen.
Fume.
Tipster, real name Robert Santion, has been posting online in one form or
Santion,
another
that's
for
his
over
name.
2 decades. His oldest videos were uploaded to GameTrailers.com.
He's been in this for a long ass time.
Ooh.
Huh? God
E3
damn.
2005.
Holy crap. Jesus Christ. 2005. Oh, damn. I was like 29 years old.
And soon after re-uploaded to YouTube in 2006 under the name Gamer Geek Review. As the name would imply, his earliest posts to the website were video game and console reviews, although many of them were
like Atari.
never archived, and Tipster has since wiped these videos from his channel. In his
so weird.
About section, he wrote, "My hope is that through these videos, I would one day be discovered by the gaming press and get the chance to review games for a living. I know it is a crazy dream to have, but heck, why not, you know?" Below
That makes sense to me there, Tipster.
his bio was a link to his personal GamerGeek review website. Here he
Is that This Movie Sucks? Is that the same This Movie Sucks? That guy followed me around.
I have no clue.
Yeah, that guy followed me around.
Oh, he is.
That's
He's
the one
also
that-
been around forever.
Yeah, God.
post his takes
Doesn't he fuck animals or some shit like that now?
To very summarize it very quickly, yes, probably.
Okay.
on the latest
Okay,
game
well,
news and
I didn't watch that Nick video, but I'll just stick with it. He's banging and fucking women pictures, you know.
controversy. These usually consisted of extremely short paragraphs summarizing other publications like IGN. Shortly after its creation, his site was promoted on Newgrounds by an account named Anemic Grav. The only posts from this account are directing users to the blog, claiming it belongs to a friend who invited him on his podcast. Considering the only other online activity linked to the Anemic Grav username is a DeviantArt page with one censored post labeled Penis Man, it's almost certainly a throwaway account
Excuse
used by
me?
Penis Man.
Tipster himself.
Why did he
Well,
say
at least
that?
he didn't go by that
I want
name.
to see that Penis Man. That's why I feel
Penis
like
Man?
I feel like I had a fan of the chat named Penis Man a long time ago.
2009.
Hey, at least
Bad
it's not
for
throbbing
Tipster.
horse cock.
Cock guy, throbbing. He's no throbbing horse cock. The Bobax doesn't want to do love phones with us. He says,
Aw.
I know. It was
you know what he
sad.
said? You prick said. He goes, why would I do that? He's always been a bastard to me. That's not true.
I lost my toes, dude.
Yeah, I get you. Tipster News. Everybody
Tipster
remember.
News donated $5. Anyone remember when Tippy called into Salvo's stream and offered to pay him to stop bullying him?
Really?
And when he also wanted Salvo to promote like her something for now recording so she'd go through with dropping a tit pic?
Yes. I lost track of him towards the end. Because like I told you, he was one of these guys. Like all the stuff that you guys remember, like within the last 3 years, I was kind of done with him, right? Because I was nice to him, and he would always like. And then I think it was I tried to stick up for him with the goth mommy thing. I'm like, I was like, look, him flirting with chicks is between him and his wife, not the internet. That's always a fruitless fucking battle, right? And then, he tried to tie me and Nick up with being a bunch of transphobes and stuff like that for no reason. And I forgot I didn't really follow anything he was doing after that because I kind of told you he was a piece of shit the first time he screwed me. And you'll see that because it gets mentioned in this video.
Wrote an introduction for himself and his website on Gavatar.
Now, keep in mind, I'm not mad at him now, okay? But he was never... I reached out to him. I helped promote him. I put him out there. I got him involved in YouTube drama, which he said he would never do, but then he got involved with it, and he got real big, and he made a hell of a lot more money and got bigger than I ever did. And he pissed it all away. I was never nothing but nice to this guy.
An early precursor to sites like Linktree,
And
where
that was stupid.
he says, "I grew up in Fontana, California, and I have always been a gamer. I always tried to stay with the latest gaming trends, and I was the guy my friends would turn to in order to find out what games were worth their time and which ones were better just to ignore." Throughout his time online, Robert would also host several other domains, including GamerGeek Network, a community site that boasted a grand total of 8 members. There was also the Tech Tipster and Your Geeky Tipster, where he would...
Oh, you're geeky. Yeah, so he was really trying hard. It's so funny.
Tipster.
That was April 23rd, 2000. This is years before I knew him.
would post about more broad topics, such as his frustration with Facebook's
picture, man.
moderation team. Facebook has, again, blocked my account from sending out friend requests on the ground that I have continued to add strangers, when in fact I have not sent out a single friends request, as well as canceled all prior friends requests since the last block. I am tired of the BS and will discontinue use of my personal Facebook account. Tipster would also keep track of important upcoming events, including an anime expo, and shouting out his birthday.
See, I would have known. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have been friends with him.
3 times in a single day. While his various websites weren't gaining major notoriety, it was clear Tipster
I didn't realize that there was something wrong with anime and anime people until I met Mumpke Jones. then I realized there's something you really should think about staying away from.
was enjoying his
Yeah,
life.
it's a little bit.
In 2012, he posted a review on Foursquare of his local In-N-Out burger, giving it a 9 out of 10, writing, "Order the grilled cheese sandwich. It's on their secret menu and is quite good. Yummy." Tipster's many grilled cheese sandwiches were being funded by
You're an autist too, fucking fucking fine, and he's giving reviews on
Who
grilled
the
cheese
fuck is
sandwiches.
not an autist here?
Bibbs 50, you're an autist too, gamer from Mars.
his job as an IT professional. His side gig as a gaming and tech journalist wasn't bringing in much, if any money at all, but that didn't stop him from trying over and over again. Through the next few
You know, the funny thing is he's making fun of Tipster. You know what Gamer from Mars' first video was? It was some rare Atari 2600 game. He did a
he's
review
the
on
Gamer
it.
from
Yeah,
Mars.
yeah. He was a little kid when he did it.
years, his videos evolved from tech
That was before he turned into John Cena.
tips and reviews to a broader range of content.
There's a clip out there of me asking. I had him on here at Gamer Mars, like how he's doing with chicks, man. You should have saw that one. He got really uncomfortable. It was so funny.
Including unboxings,
I like Art a lot. I think he's a good guy. I just thought that was funny.
vlogs, and general
Oh, he banged his brains out now the way he looks.
internet
God, it
discourse.
better be.
Although
hope so.
people never
Probably not.
showed
He's
much
autistic.
interest in Tipster's personal life or tech updates, his videos covering internet controversies slowly found an audience. By 2016, after 10 years on the site, he had amassed just over 12,000 subscribers. He was also now living with his wife, who occasionally appeared alongside him in videos.
Hey there, folks. Robert here.
You told me Tipster was a snake in 2019. Is that the official Kevin
It's the
Blanco?
official Kevin Blanco.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Is it the official Kevin Blanco? Yeah, I think I was. Maybe you did. I should go back that one time I interviewed him. You know how we I never needed to know him. He wrote me when I got picked for Baited, and he said it wasn't like over. Like I was getting a lot of the most hated I've ever been is when I got picked for Baited. The most wretched fucking shit I ever got. It was actually in a lot of ways worse than the breakup. Because at least I had some support there, right? And he had wrote something, but it was like critical, but wasn't like died a fire, right? So I wrote him back, and I said, like, why do you feel like what do I got to lose? You know, I mean, I could be, I just go back to doing hockey, and so this is like a dream come true. And then he was like, yeah, I guess you're kind of right. And then I started writing him privately, and I kind of realized now. He was okay with villainizing me, but when I was nice to him back, then I was okay. You know? So, like, he would go on about what a bastard Keemstar was. But then as soon as same thing with Bobax, they were okay, but as soon as I got a chance, they kissed his ass. Weird.
Geeky Tipster, and I'm here with my wife, Cindy, today. How are you doing today, sweetheart?
Official Club Law.
You doing good?
Wait, who is that? Is that his wife?
It's his wife.
Really?
I mean,
Sure,
there are
I'm
looks
here with my
matched,
wife, Cindy,
so-
today. How are you doing today, sweetheart? You doing good?
By all accounts,
Jesus, fucking Gamer from Mars is mean.
Tipster had a simple, peaceful, and happy life. He even began multi-streaming to his humble community on YouTube and Twitch. But beneath the surface, his channel's relatively slow growth began to get under his skin. On May 13th, 2016, he took to Twitter
I feel like changing that picture AI and have her go, "Dang!"
writing, "A friend
They do that zoom in. Oh,
just sent me a really messed up message. I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt or get me down, but I won't let it keep me down."
That was 2016? I knew him by then.
Mm-hmm.
I was being nice. Well, Robert Stahl, I thought it was Tipster.
He
But
later posted a
this would be
video
his personal
elaborating
account.
Yeah.
on this
I didn't know
tweet.
he had a person.
And essentially what this person said was that me working on YouTube is pointless. There's no value to it. There's no worth to it.
He's right.
Why do I do it?
Yeah.
It's
You
just
found out the hard way, didn't you?
it's a total waste
What's
of
your
time.
friend? It is.
I'm wasting my life away
Yes.
in front of the camera.
absolutely.
And what
too.
I'm doing is going to amount to nothing.
Precisely. He figured it out.
This hurtful message and attacks he had been
I
getting
think that was me. I think so. I told him. That was he was talking about my
God damn it, Tommy.
that
Not
was my
another one.
SD,
from
YouTube
various
channel,
online
Chris.
trolls, Tipster reaffirmed that he wasn't going anywhere. This resilience
This
paid
would have been around the time that he was being like, I kind of reached out to him and he's a critic. And I said, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but this is the reason I'm working with him A, B, and C. And then something could come of it really great. And then when Beta took off, he's like, oh, you're doing great, you know?
off when just a few months later, an unexpected figure gave his channel a major boost.
I'm in shock right now. I just wrapped up my stream, and I'm in shock right now because I got raided by Zoe Burger. I did not.
You know why she got raided by Zoe? Guess why she got raided by Zoe's Burger? Me.
She kept pestering
Me.
her? Oh, that's even worse.
Not expect that.
What are you talking
Apparently
about?
she was doing.
I always said nice things about him and said he was a good guy. And then she was.
It's your fault we have to deal with Tipster? God damn it, Tommy.
Burger said to Tipster, not only that, Zoe, I'd forgotten about the Zoe Burger thing, but I talked about him several times. I put him in, and I could never have him on because of time zones and what time I was on. He would be at work and stuff like that. And Zoe shouted him out. She also started using my song for one of her videos. This is when Zoe was big, right? So yeah, I mean that was just a connection, just because I was nice to him, and I heard him out. I listed out his criticisms about me joining Baited. It just disappeared as soon as the thing took off.
Stream where she was just raiding tons and tons of people. And
Am I still friends with Zoe Burger? I have no idea what happened to Zoe Burger. I would never consider her a friend. Certainly not an enemy. She's, she was, by 2017, she was donezo.
I happen to be one of them. Today was honestly a rough day. That made my night. If you're watching this, Zoe,
She likes black guys a lot.
thank you so much.
Zoe Burger is a
even post
name
to
you
Instagram
likely
anymore.
haven't heard in years. But in 2017, she was one of several women leading the charge in testing the limits of YouTube's live stream policies. To be more specific, she claims she would post her own nudes at 1 million subscribers, a milestone she quickly reached. At the time, she was one of the most controversial figures on the site.
Wait, she never could do anything today with how uptight they are. Like, to me, she was like Gen X-ish, pushing sex boundaries and stuff, which was nothing to me, right? And I remember thinking back then, these people are being a little uptight with her, especially like in an online, because most people online are young. Why do they fucking care if she's shaking her boobs? But this is like, there's been a cultural shift on this shit within youth circles,
Hey, buddy.
And that was kind of the big. And thank you, Teddy. I never watched Tipster because he has no spunk, no it factor, no pizzazz, no whimsy. Yeah, I think what Tipster has is he's not very bright, but he's well spoken. If that makes any sense.
Collaborating with other large YouTubers like John Scarce, and getting a diss track made on her by Ricegum where he makes an astute observation that her nipples look strange. Getting a shout out from Zoe Burger near the peak of her popularity was a big deal, and she even began shaking her butt at the camera in hopes it would encourage more of her viewers to subscribe to
I don't remember this. This I don't remember.
Tipster. As a result, he quickly surpassed.
But I guarantee you it's because he was in my chats, and because she popped in every so often back then in the whole nine.
14,000 subs. This boost in viewership was the push he needed to go all in on streaming and content.
Everybody benefited from me being around me. Dave, like who appreciated it. There was all sorts of benefits to being my friends at that time.
Creation.
But I mean, as soon as they just like. As soon as they get good, then it's just like, oh, well, fuck Tommy. It was really unbelievable. But it's one thing you can never say about Clown. I mean, he never fucking turned his back on Pyrocynical. Ever. Ever.
Clown's a good man, I think.
Yeah.
The Your Geeky Tipster website and finally rebranded his channel away from
Pyro's a fucking douche.
His real name to just Tipster.
Are you a good person, Tommy?
And he's not a criminal, but he's a douche.
Along with this rebrand came a new intro to all.
You see that? That's my shirt.
Hey.
Remember, I thought so cool. He did a bunch of poses with my hoodie. You love my show.
All of his videos, where he can be
These guys
seen
love my show, buy my
vintage
merch, get interviewed, and then hate me. You know,
That's funny how that keeps happening.
Yeah, I
huh?
know. And then you start hating.
I wonder where Nick learned
Miss
that
Zap-
habit.
while a remix of Dr. Dre's The Next Episode featuring Snoop Dogg plays in the
Yeah.
background. This interesting choice of music eventually resulted in every single video on his channel getting copyright claimed in 2019, losing all of his ad revenue and
Good
forcing
riddance.
him to no longer use the song. For the time being, however, Tipster's career was on a sharp upward trajectory. He began making inroads with other commentary and drama YouTubers,
Oh, God.
as that had now become the main focus of his channel. One of these YouTubers he befriended was Tommy C,
There
whose
he
show
is.
Tipster appeared on in 2018. The stream ended
Yeah, I would put it on earlier. And that goes right into fucking. So he does that. Then what you Bloodsports takes off, but I don't get involved in Bloodsports because I think it's just a bunch of right wing nut jobs. And
you
he
went wrong.
threw it. He threw themselves at him. You know, and they all wanted me to disavow Kraut, which I refused to do, which would have been a lot easier. But you know, they're all. And then when I didn't disavow Kraut, like these guys were all ready to throw me the wolves. Even like I get messages from Mr. Takes over there. It's like literally like, Tommy, say it isn't so. I was like, say it wasn't so. You're friends with Kraut? I was like, yes. Right? Well, why don't you disavow him? I'm like, well, I'm kind of letting the internet do that for me. I think he's out of line. He said he's out of line, but I'm not going to sit there and say he's a bad person, even though because that's the easy way out. But Tommy, say it ain't so. It's a 15-year-old doggy. But I mean, yeah, that's what it was like. God damn.
positively with Tommy asking his viewers to subscribe to Robert's channel. Soon after, the two began fighting on Twitter when Tommy accused Tipster of
this
liking
guy
a
is one of the
tweet
smartest.
that
Yeah,
suggested
he's gonna laugh at he's fucking fuck you, Art. You know,
He's having so much fun with this.
If this happened to you, you wouldn't think it was funny. King of Kinglers.
would.
Thanks for coming to memory. I appreciate it.
he was a negligent alcoholic father who allowed children to urinate on him. These were allegations that Tipster adamantly denied, writing, "The things Tommy claims I said, I never actually said them, nor did I share / like any post about him as he claims, and he's yet to provide any evidence." The following week, Tommy C returned with receipts of Tipster liking several posts, including one that says,
It's so
"Tommy
good.
C is like that awkward drunk uncle that gets pee on as soon as he falls asleep. Who the hell has heard of the trope of children peeing on drunk family members?
Stop it, Tommy.
What is
That's
this?"
disgusting.
Tommy had since
But I mean, that was like Ralph's and Medicare's crowd, and he was throwing. And that's what
I
I
lost
said
my
to him.
toes, dude.
Thanks, Teddy. I'm going a different route. I'm
Teddy
going
donated $5. I'm gonna go a different route, Tommy. I'm gonna start my YouTube career vita video hating on you, then slowly become a fan. It's gonna be a whole thing, Tommy, a whole arc. By the end of the arc, my walls are gonna be filled with SFTP.
We don't sell those anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we sell them anymore.
We got Wavy Web Surf in the chat too.
Hey, Wavy, how the hell are you doing? How you doing? This is so funny. I mean, yeah, this is bizarre. And I said, I remember he posted something a day before this. I don't know why I tolerated this. It's like, you know, sometimes you move on in life. Because I wouldn't jump on the Mediger fucking hate Kraut bandwagon, right? And, you know, Mr. Tanks and fucking and him, like, I'm gonna, like, they start making, like, nothing nice to both of them. And I'm gonna publicly distance myself from this fucked up guy who's not bowing to pressure to throw his friend under the bus. You know? And then I wrote him back, and it was on Twitter Live. I remember saying that. I said something.
Cholo Tipster donated $5.
Cholo Tipster.
Sorry about fucking you over, homie.
and I was like, Mister, why is it wrong to stick up for somebody? I'm not defending him, but standing by him in a time of need. I don't understand why that gets, why that makes me like a bad, like untouchable type person. And he writes me back and says, you know, I didn't think of it that way. Perhaps you're right. And then he starts liking those tweets when they're sending it to me. Oh, and guess where those tweets came from? And I did deserve this. When they put me, it was over the Ian Miles Chung stuff. And then, like, when Mediger made fun of me, of course, the whole internet's going to make fun of you when that happens, at least, especially at that time, right? And he like that was it. Then he was right back on the anti-Tommy C bandwagon. These are fucking bad people. You know?
Removed his like from this tweet before claiming Tommy had no evidence, but unfortunately it had already been archived. This minor spat was just a glimpse into Tipster's true character, an inability.
The only reason I took him back in is because I realized if I was going to have any friends online, if I was going to be friends with Augie and Nick, I probably had to just eat this one. You know, I had a situation like this when I was in my 20s, and I didn't eat it, and it really wasn't that beneficial. You know, and it was just like kind of one thing. Who cares? It's the internet. It's like we're ever going to hang out anyway. You know, but I was blown away how well nobody did Nick dirty. Like how Nick would just like, well, shit happens, you know.
To admit faults, something that would only.
And every one of these fucking people, with the exception of Augie, would have it out with Nick eventually.
More pronounced over time.
Give it some time.
It was also not the last occasion.
And he was also involved in open folders too. A lot of people don't forget that. He's in the thumbnail.
Give it some time, man.
Yeah.
His
Augie's not
posts
done
on
yet.
Twitter would cause him trouble. Regardless, his fan base.
No, I think I know something.
Whom he dubbed the Tipster Mafia, continued to grow over the coming years. Notably his back and forth with Susie Liu in 2020, an insane woman abusing YouTube's copyright
Becky
system
Boop.
put his channel.
How did Becky Boop get in that thumbnail? Becky Boop. I let her talk about her. She was in the LTU. Becky Boop. I mean,
In the spotlights, with many coming to his defense. He had gained friends, street cred,
got that big cross. If he touched it now, his hands would burn.
and an audience that after over a decade of effort would allow him to be a full-time content creator, his one dream in life. Unfortunately, with this sliver of fame came scrutiny that he was not prepared to handle, which would end up...
Which would be anything. Like any scrutiny, he was always a mess.
Yeah.
I told you what happened.
He folds under
I told you what
zero
used to work.
pressure.
Nick would come up with ideas and narratives, and one of the reasons the power we had, especially came after Susie Liu, would Nick would give his talking points to both of them, and they would echo them, you know, which there's nothing particularly wrong with that, but you sort of start seeing after time that they're just going to echo them for the sake of, they're not thinking on their own. They're not like with me. I echoed 90% of what Nick said too because I agreed with him, but no matter what it was, they echoed him. And when I really started to realize that was John Swan, because do you really thought the autistic kid ate his fucking homework, you dumb motherfuckers? And they were, both of those idiots were echoing that as well, because like I think Nick honestly believed it. I think he wanted to believe it, you know. That shit.
Probably.
He just wanted it. He didn't want it. He cared about the guy, and I understand that, you know. But it was just like, yeah, that's like, I wouldn't go with Nick on absolutely everything. You know, when I agreed with him, I agreed with him. I didn't, you know, and I don't think anything bad would happen. Nothing bad happened to me when I disagreed with Nick. So, I mean, I don't understand why they couldn't do the same thing, but they just regurgitated fucking everything. All of them. Bobacks too. They get their talking point. Like if you knew what Nick was looking at something because he briefed Augie on it that day. Now, he wasn't going in and saying, Tommy say this, Tipster say that. He would make his case, and people would be like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll do that. And I remember, like, we had a stream around 2018, 2019, Nick did. And I realized, well, he's a better streamer than I am. If he ever started doing it himself, he'd make a lot of money. He did. You know, but no, that's all those guys did. Don't let him tell you any different. You know, when Augie sits there and goes back to me and Nick, and he doesn't mention Bobax because Bobax was on more shows than Nick. Me and Nick had the best takes. The best takes. You know what takes means? Group. I was captain of the groupthink team. You know,
starting his own demise. What needs to be understood is that Robert had a knack for getting himself into debates he wasn't equipped for.
That was funny. That did make him funny. And I remember Nick would complain, like, I can't, like, well, tell him not to do it. It's like, it doesn't work.
Things that didn't even need to be debated in the first place. An early example of this took place in 2021 after another YouTuber named Oki took to Twitter to announce, I hate Tipster. He's just a lame bottom feeder. This prompted Tipster to invite him on his stream so the two could have a debate.
I remember this guy.
Two fucking insane people talking to each other.
Whether or not
that guy beat the shit out of his girlfriend or something.
I don't know what the conclusion was of that, but he does have a history of very weird behavior, like the whole thing with Nick
Yeah, I
and
seem to remember
Boblax at
this,
TwitchCon,
yeah.
to stay on topic, where they like cornered him about the whole Boblax thing, and he
I
was a
lost my
part of
toes,
that.
dude.
What are you doing, man?
Teddy donated $5. To be fair, you underestimate how hungry for homework autistic people are. I lost my college essay cause some autistic guy was having the munchies.
The munchies.
Hey, Teddy, were you the autistic guy?
This is a great video. It's so funny.
A lame bottom feeder. As you can imagine, this debate was not very fruitful, with Tipster showing DMs from Oki complimenting him months prior, and proceeding to kick him off the call before he could respond.
Yeah, I was being honest when I said you are the only commentary drama channel that I watch. So I find it really interesting that you would call me a bottom feeder when you were literally choking on my DMs less than a year ago, dude.
Well, let's just okay. I think you're overestimating how big your is.
No, you were kissing my ass less than a year ago.
Sounds familiar, Tipster.
And now I'm a bottom feeder who you hate when I literally
that.
don't even interact with you, dog. Quite frankly, I'm not interested in even continuing this conversation with you anymore.
Are you done yet, or can I?
Yeah,
can I
we are done. Get the out, stupid.
Did I supported that? Probably did. Did I support that? Chat? Anybody remember?
I don't.
Yeah,
the
I
screening
don't know,
came out was total on.
Tipster posted, "That was fun, LOL." Oki responded, "Yes, screaming and then kicking me was a total own." Tipster later cut this debate down for a stream highlight titled, "The most dishonest hack I have ever spoken to." Upon seeing this, Oki responded again saying, "This guy invited me onto his stream to explain why I don't like him and then proceeded to spurg out and kick me 14 minutes in. Most useless convo of my life."
Well, you lost it to me. You got kicked out.
In mundane interactions, Tipster still managed to repeatedly make a fool of himself. Similar to Drama Alert, he tried to popularize the hashtag TipsterNews, although today the hashtag is exclusively used to mock him. This isn't because Tipster has done anything completely unforgivable, but rather because many would see him as a buffoon. In one notable instance of this supposed buffoonery, Tipster responded to someone calling him greasy and obese by saying, "I still get more action than you. Ladies love the jiggly jiggle," with a Homer Simpson gif attached. It's unknown why he felt the need to respond to this random Twitter user.
I remember he responded to everybody. Like he would go into corners of the internet, like the maps, when you would go, you'd start fights like, "You guys are disgusting. You're terrible people," and you disgust me, and they would get him kicked off because I don't know, Twitter at the time was pro pedophile, and he would just constantly just get kicked off. He'd pick fights with people out of nowhere, and they'd come back at him, and he wasn't up for the fight. You know, Art's right.
Or why he thought this response would result in anything other than further ridicule. Random Twitter posters getting under his skin was something Tipster could not avoid. On May 12, 2022, Amaranth posted a video titled, "Why I'm Quitting OnlyFans." Tipster somehow managed to screenshot this 1 minute after it was uploaded, and posted it to his Twitter account with the caption, "The simp's bout to be wildin', LOL." When other users pointed out the odd timing of a screenshot and the fact that he appeared to already have watched 30 seconds into the video, Tipster responded by unfollowing and blocking them, including accounts that didn't tag him directly.
I had no idea. I guess I really didn't know him. I think the first time he fucked me over, I paid less attention to him. So that would have been like 2018. Right, and then I just kind of tolerated him after that.
Until half the community...
we talked about video games and shit too. Because he has the same stupid hobby I have.
...was blocked by Tipster, including many of his friends, at which point he posted an anime gif with the caption, "Twitter feed looking less cancer at the moment. Kinda wish I did this sooner." He followed this up with another anime gif saying, "Unfollow a few people and everyone starts coping, living rent-free." Tipster clearly wanted people to believe that he was unbothered by the whole ordeal. This is likely why he privated his Twitter accounts before posting another anime gif captioned, "Stepping away from the net for a bit. Don't know when I'll be back.
See that a few times.
But right now my mental health is more important and I need to focus on that more than anything. "I'll be back when the time is right." He then wiped his entire Twitter account. This Amaranth situation was made funnier due to
this autistic bastard kept it.
the reputation Tipster had already garnered online for being an unapologetic simp. Back in 2019, Robert was browsing his Twitter homepage when he saw a beautiful damsel come across his timeline.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with people being simps. That never bothered me either.
In her post, she wrote, "Thank God I'm a lesbian." This upset Tipster greatly, and he replied, "Why do all the hot ones..."
Muskit donated $5. Rautennick Merks was right, Raute Burgerneck.
Yeah, he was.
Not like hashtag feels bad man. LOL.
Classic.
Tragically, the girl he was responding to turned out to be 17 with her posting underage in her bio. At the time,
Really? Did he know?
Probably not.
Probably didn't.
Tipster
Probably
was
not, but it
32,
could have been
and
something
as
he could
mentioned
have looked at
prior,
quite
married.
easily.
While many fans hope that Tipster just didn't realize
I didn't get that vibe from him. I'll be honest with you. I don't think so. God.
the girl was underage, that didn't stop him from getting laughed at by the entire community. If this was an isolated incident of Tipster giving in to his most primal desires, it's likely I wouldn't be making this video. Unfortunately, thirsting over random women on his timeline was a habitual problem
Yeah,
for
so that makes me believe that it was an accident.
Tipster, and he surrounded
He's a whore
himself
dog.
with
He's not
almost any woman.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he assumed she was like, what does the girl say here? Let's see if I can get back. Thank God I'm a lesbian. Good luck, ladies. Right? There's nothing in, obviously it's in the timeline. Yeah, I could assume that that person was 21 or 18 or at least, you know. But it's kind of like, don't do that on the internet because you never know, you know.
Was a habitual problem for Tipster, and he surrounded himself with almost any woman who was willing to give him attention. He even included Lord of the Goth mommies in his Twitter bio.
I got some 20-year-old, 27-year-old girl I surround myself with Jeannie. How old are you, Jeannie?
Oh, your co-host
24.
She's 20. Like, kid, I got chicks.
Oh, you're not 24. You're talking about 15.
I like chicks. What do you want from me?
Bio, and eventually sold various goth mommy themed merchandise, which I'm sure he sold
nobody bought
a ton of. As one random commenter
I have one upstairs.
Put it, Tipster's goth.
Hey, you know what I bought? I wore it today. I had, the cover of the Oxycontin, like the medical box. I have the cover of the Oxycontin shirt. It's great.
Oh my God.
That's great.
That is awesome.
Mommy harem primarily.
I got a bunch of T-shirts before they taxed me on AliExpress in Germany.
Oh yeah, of
consisted
course.
Of quotes.
Never ask a woman her age, Tommy. I think that rule's gone on the internet. Goth Tommy themed merchandise. Yeah.
Busted middle-aged women well past their prime. One of these beautiful ladies was an alcoholic mother of 9 who went by.
What? 9?
Oh my God, she's talking about like a cannon.
My God. How come she only has one?
Woman?
I didn't know that.
AP over 9K.
Are you Catholic?
She often appeared in
AP over 9K. I had no idea she had 9 children.
Discord calls
You
on
missed me.
Tipster streams.
In a row? Yup, 9. Oh God. I remember that face from somewhere.
One iconic
that's gonna sound like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Like fucking a bucket of water. That's what my guys in the barracks used to say. It's like what's she like?
That's a good one.
It's like a bucket of water.
The hot dog in hallway is the one I always heard.
That's the most terrible thing I ever heard in my life. Never talk about women that way. Oh God.
What do you mean?
Delicious meal of Taco Bell on DoorDash, she can be heard calling her dasher the N-word after he canceled her delivery.
Well, come on. I mean, I'm hungry.
Nice, like, oh, my mom's hot. Like, I don't think that's weird. Wait,
did you
what?
say that N-word?
Okay. Yeah,
bro,
that's
see,
not,
this is what I'm fucking
that's
talking
not
about.
Okay. Well, that's why she got removed from the call, because that's not okay.
Get the out of here. I know you did it, but I'm like, dude, you can't trust these white women, bro.
Clearly,
I agree.
She was great company for Tipster to keep around. And after one of many instances of Tipster being mocked on Twitter, wherein he deleted most of the
Tipster deleted. Oh, this is fucking all this content.
Like the start of the bully.
And this is a part of the bully string. And secretly, he's fucking masturbating. Like, I wish I could be a girl too.
Yeah.
videos on his channel and declared he was leaving the community for good, she took it upon herself to defend him, claiming another commenter named Boblax wasn't a good friend.
These are my friends. What happened?
Well, YouTube happened, Tommy.
People say I'm fucking weird. I'm not that weird.
To Tipster. This was confusing as
I blame Nick for all of it. I told you they were no fucking good.
And where did Nick learn all his tricks, huh?
Nick didn't learn to fucking keep the guy around after he... Nick loves retards.
Boblax was one of the few people not making fun of Robert at the time. The two got on the call with Tipster joining to mediate, although it was nearly impossible to follow why AP was upset.
You said this tweet is f***ed up, correct? This tweet I made about Tipster's f***ed up, correct?
No, I think you're a giant piece of shit. I think you're a really...
I never knows it. Like, he has these two buck teeth that are just like green and slimy. I feel like he could open a can of Alpo with those teeth just by going like this. Yeah.
I lost my toes, dude.
Thank you, Nesquik. Watch out, Tommy. These kings
donated $10.
My money's on flamenco. Flamenco's gone.
My money is on flamenco being trans next.
That'd be great.
Up shitty person, honestly.
Damn.
Like just in general.
It'd be a pro-Hitler transgender.
But that's probably because I'm actually an adult.
The debate ended with Tipster panicking and deleting the entire server mid-conversation.
Oh, I'm kicked from the server. Wait, what? Wait, did Tipster give her... Tipster deleted the server. The server got deleted.
Whole ass server.
Oh my god.
The following day, Robert posted an apology tweet writing, I wanted to take a moment to apologize to both AP and Boblax for what happened last night. The whole thing was a big misunderstanding that led to a huge mess. Also, I apologize to AP for not making it clear Boblax...
Nick loves retards. Don't. He's told me privately.
You do too, Tommy. Come on. Have you seen your chat? Have you seen your cohorts?
Here's the thing. Here's the difference. I love retards. Absolutely. But I don't hang out with them.
Because you got that experience as a cab driver.
Yeah, like take it from
yeah, the ride's over. I kicked you out. You're weird. These guys, nah.
I saw this comedian once. He said he was in LA and he saw the skateboarder like fall fucking like 30 times and he rolled over and he popped up at his feet and he looked at the comedian and said, acknowledge, move on. And he just went right back to the skateboarding, right? I've always taken that person. I think that was funny. Acknowledge and move on. I kind of take that literally. I acknowledge, retard, and I move on. Like, I don't know. They go into discourse and like friends and shit. I don't get that.
It's because they don't have any other friends, Tommy. It's that simple.
Nick
there are no other people to interact.
When I met Nick, he was on a hockey team. He was doing well in school. He had a shared house social. Yeah, he was a little portly and shit, but you know, I mean, you ever saw a fat guy in the frat?
Like you.
Yeah, he was fine, right? But he loved all of them.
This was live. I assume she knew, and that was a mistake. I am going to take a few days offline. After last night, I just need a few days to myself to decompress, rather than taking a few days off.
You know, who do I hang out with in the LCU? Nobody. Me and Batgirl have a totally professional relationship. I like her, and she likes me, and I care about her, and I think she cares about me. But that's the end of it. I acknowledge and move on.
Though, Tipster returned the following day to announce he had
been set up a rat trap, so she just started putting her hand in the fucking trap. It was funny.
She is what she is, man.
I love her.
It seems his apology was not enough for AP, as less than a month later, Tipster had to publicly cut ties with her after finding out she had participated in an anti-Tipster Discord server. She was also now claiming Tipster had intentionally misled her about the debate to being a private call that wouldn't be streamed. Robert responded by saying, "Now you're outright lying. I never promised you it was private. Everyone knew it was live. The VC channel the call took place on was literally called on air, and I told you he was live, but you
are they still friends?
weren't paying attention." He then posted another sad anime gif captioned, "Sometimes I wonder why I bother being a loyal friend to people
yeah, me too. Me too.
who clearly don't deserve it.
Me
when
too.
When it comes time to return the favor, I
yeah,
always
me, yeah,
curve.
tell me about it. Tell me about
it. I'm too kind for my own good." This was the last straw for AP, who posted a Notes app response claiming that she was drunk during the Boblack stream, although she denies being an alcoholic writing.
Most of this stuff I didn't know, and it's funnier than I remember.
Was actually an alcoholic, don't you think I would know where my limit is?
This is quite funny.
And to answer her question, no. She then did the only logical thing and leaked all of her DMs with Tipster. The carnage left in the wake of these DM leaks was immeasurable, and the event went on to be known as Tipstergate. In these messages, AP can...
Really? I missed that too. I remember Tipster. Were you there with Tipster? No.
I lost my toes, dude.
Tipstergate.
Teddy donated $5. I learned that lesson the hard way when my college essay was eaten by a retard. He didn't wanna give this away in the earlier dono, but Imedin already revealed it was him that ate the essay.
His name John.
Screenshots of a user named Spondyle getting 0 likes posting into the void about her. She was clearly upset that Tipster wouldn't defend her from
He made Spondyle
this menace. Tipster calmly responded with a level head writing, "I'm just gonna leave the internet, okay? I screwed up and now everyone is mad at me. So I am just..."
Oh, I took an L today on Cafe. Why can't you take one?
"Gonna leave and I am not coming back." AP reassures him by saying, "I will never be the person..."
By the way, if you want to see me take an L, go to watch today's episode.
"That gets mad and turns on you or spills things you told me in confidence. That is not who I am." Of course, since we're reading this message right now, she did exactly that, which is why we now have something known as the ripped pants incident. This is because also in the leaked messages, Tipster stated, "Sat down in my office chair this morning and my pants split in the ass. Had to rush home and change, lol. Should have took a picture of the pants. It's crazy."
What?
Besides talking about wardrobe malfunctions, many of the leaked DMs were also having Tipster attempting to rizz up this married mother of 9. "I thought you looked great in that photo, to be honest. Goth mommy could get it. Notice the new PFP. Not gonna lie, looking kinda hot in hot pink. Even hotter, goth mommy, haha. You a hot goth, haha. Your friend kinda cute, haha. Ayo, she's 16. In one exchange, Tipster can be seen giving a...
Wait a minute, I didn't know about this. Ew, 16 what? You want to give it to I don't remember any of this. I was probably I think I was so done with them.
Personal phone number after the two had only spoken for a few months, following it up with anything for a pink-haired hot goth mommy, LMAO, JK. What can I say? I got a thing for goth chicks.
Painful.
In the wake of this betrayal, Tipster leaked a message she had sent prior to posting their DM saying,
Ghost Gaming's like, I remember all of this.
Yeah, you're also autistic, Ghost Gaming. No wonder.
Yeah, he probably has a file on his desktop.
"This whole thing is out of control, but I figured I may as well drag us both to hell." He also made a response of his own addressing the various goth...
Isn't that what Only Is Me Blade does? Ayo.
Mommy
Ayo, 16.
text claiming he and AP had just been good friends and nothing more.
I lost my toes,
regardless of any perceived wrongdoing on his
donated
part.
$5. Didn't think I'd get there, but at this point Raute Lyrics was right too.
He's another one that turned queer.
At least he passes better.
Tipster should have never spoken to this woman again.
At least he got Turkey Tom's girlfriend away from her.
Fat lot good that in him.
Yeah. Turkey Tom's all broken up. That's what he should do. He should look at a picture. Look at a picture with Lyrics and makeup. Every time he feels bad about losing that girl.
He's gonna end up banging Lyrics instead. Come on, Tommy.
Dodge a bullet.
This is a conclusion he unfortunately didn't share, as the two were
just fucking Matt Pitts little thing.
Spotted together on a podcast less than 3 months later. Supposedly, Tipster's Discord mods had tried to convince him to ban AP, and he responded by leaving the server.
So after me and AP and some of the other...
This is Matt's thing? Oh, God. Matt really has some There's a part of me that wants to bring that podcast back.
People kind of patch things up. Like, I was comfortable allowing them to come back and join the community. And there were some situations with some of the admins where, like, understandably, they were uncomfortable about them coming back, where, like, they were looking for any excuse to get rid of AP. And on the 4th day, I got so tired of, like, hearing this. It's obvious that you guys want to do this, so just do it. And he's like,
Tommy, remember when everybody was pretending Larry was some cool guy bringing 2620? Yeah, I think I might have been one of them. And then he just like fucking was nasty to me. There's another guy I was never nothing but nice to. That fucking like started taking shots at me.
like, okay, we did it. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I left the server because I was
All
like,
balls.
yeah, I was like really mad about that because I'm like, look, dude, like I understand why people are kind of on edge about them coming back. But at the same time, like, why are we banning people off of nothing? Like there's nothing there.
Patching things up with AP and allowing her back into his community turned out to be a poor decision for Tipster. When just a few months later...
Remember Matt Pitt did what did he do? The Spurgy Awards?
Yes,
So
yes,
good.
yes.
That was so
Good
good.
old-
That
good old
podcast
days.
is really good.
Later, the same user she had complained to him about named Spondyle reappeared on Discord, calling her a, quote, meth head whore. In response, the mother of the year had her young child call this internet rando the N-word.
Actually, you know what? No, keep me in the call. Come here. Say Spondyle is a...
Oh, I remember this.
Do it.
God.
No.
damn it.
Do it. No. Spondyle is a... Yeah, call CPS. That's funny because a lot of people have tried, but it doesn't work, does it?
This clip was posted to Twitter under the Tipster News hashtag, and as a result...
All these people became... This is like the birth of Queeman's weirdos.
The poster was swiftly blocked, with Tipster writing, "It's dumb that I am expected to respond to allegations that have nothing to do with me." He later confronted this ne'er-do-well on a Twitter space and elaborated on why they needed to be blocked.
Yo, you want to know why you got blocked?
Why did I get blocked, Tipster?
You're trying really hard to associate with me with a situation that I had nothing to do with. What the f does this have to do with me? I have nothing to do with what AP did. I'm not AP's handler.
Did I say you were?
No, but like, what do you think is the point of like
That you Ghost Gaming? I think it is.
mentioning me in the thread? Like, what's the point of that? She did something stupid.
You're her friend, and that's how people know her.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is the Tipster cycle on full display. He surrounds himself with insane people who inevitably do insane things. And then
I have that problem. I can't make fun of Tipster to that. I have the same problem.
needlessly inserts himself into the middle of it. He was never asked to.
Yeah, it's true. He did that with fucking... He had a real... He would always like stick up for people out of nowhere. He didn't have to do it.
Comment about AP and wasn't even tagged in the original thread, yet here he is on Twitter, having a meltdown anyways. His tantrum continued on Discord, where he was asked, "Are you gonna disassociate from AP?" He responded by unfriending the person who asked and blocking them on
Smaggle?
Twitter.
Well, it's Smaggle, in fairness.
The person,
Gamer from Mars doesn't even say it's Smaggle.
Yeah, I know.
That's so
the
funny.
father of the kid who
Guy's
called him
an
an
asshole.
N-word had reached out alleging CPS was already investigating AP, and that one of her children had been born with meth in
guy's
their
a weirdo.
system. This is the type of person Tipster will repeatedly fall on his sword for in exchange for a potential 2 a.m. Gooner call. With these revelations,
can't
it
sleep.
seems Tipster finally cut off contact with AP for good, replacing her with a new goth mommy who went by Rum. You would hope by now he would have learned his lesson, but you would be wrong. On February 19th, 2023, Rum...
Yeah, these all edit. This is the beginning of Queeman's little jerk-off crowd. Now these guys are screaming about Israel, you know?
was caught liking a post containing what appeared to be an explicit drawing of a child. Ordinarily, this wouldn't present a major issue for Tipster, as Rum was not a key figure on his streams and nobody was even asking him to comment.
Yeah,
of course, this is Tipster we're talking about, so none of that matters.
Nick helped write this. I guarantee. Is Nick gonna call? Yeah, because that sounds like something. Nick definitely helped with this video. I mean, any amount of money he helped with this. Any amount of money.
This is written by Saku, I guess. 404 Saku. Not sure who that is.
Guarantee they took that right out. That's funny.
Was in peril, and it was time for her valiant knight to step in while debating none other than Bo Blacks on the issue. As he'd state, "I see the usual suspects are trying to call someone out for liking Lolly when they don't know what Lolly actually is. Some things
no. Oh no. Oh no.
For change. It's Lolly Tipster. It's a cartoon of a child with nothing but a strip of clothing covering the flat chest and crotch. Why is it a child? Cause it had small tits? Guess grown women never had small tits before. Small tits! The girl has no tits, Tipster. It's clearly a child. I have seen video game characters that look like this and no one bats an eye. When prompted to provide an example of any video game character that looked even remotely similar to the image in question, Tipster responded by saying, "My point is that this community is full of spurgs who know nothing about anime or anime culture commenting on anime culture, and it's dumb, dude." This was the hill Tipster was choosing to die on, literally posting, "I stand..."
The thing is, we're in 2023 now. We're only 20 minutes into this fucking video. Where's the next part going?
"By my take. Rum did nothing wrong. I will die on that hill." Evidently upset after seeing this on his timeline, Keemstar replied saying, "You won't even debate the topic on my show." Tipster politely declined the invitation, but that's when PackGod joined the conversation to lay down the law. The definition of a lolly is a young or young-looking girl character in Japanese anime and manga. I don't see why you would defend the open sexualization of that. While this attempt to reason with Robert was commendable, in the end, not even PackGod was strong enough to overpower Tipster's block button. The following day, Keemstar and PackGod loaded up a stream to talk...
Didn't matter to Tipster, didn't matter to Chester.
...about the situation when, in spite of previously refusing to do so, Tipster called in to explain his side.
And you have loyalty to your friends, so you're trying to defend your friend, right? But in this case... you lost. You lost on Twitter. You lost with your other friends. You lost with me. You lost PackGod. You lost the audience. Everyone disagrees with you.
I genuinely don't care about what people think about me on this issue.
As usual, Tipster was spiraling and struggling to defend himself. But he still had one last card to play in this debate.
This is about people liking stylized anime art, and people are trying to turn it into pedophilia, and I think it's like fucking gross. We're trying to turn this into Tipster likes lolly and Tipster.
What am I supposed to yourself? What am I supposed to think when you're saying that you're gonna fucking die on this hill, Tips? Now he left. He left. I'm gonna click on Tipster right here. Verified Tipster. Right? He fucking blocked me.
Coward.
Yeah, because you have a pussy.
Clearly stressed out. He decided to take a
break
from all of the drama when an OnlyFans came across his timeline, holding several
We're getting married this month. Stop it.
Monster energy drink cans. Looking for an excuse to interact with her, he quote tweeted the post saying, "Turkey Tom's dream girl?" In a reply, one user wrote, "I'm pretty sure Tom is in a happy relationship and not all
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Guys want to leave their girl for a random e-girl, Tipster. Maybe you should stop projecting." Tipster fired back with, "When I see people this concerned about my marriage, there is only one conclusion I can come to. This dude and others like him want to me."
Yeah, it's the one that I was coming to. Yeah, I don't remember when. I think there was a point in time where he was quitting and not quitting so often, where I was still friendly with him. And Nick, it was just like, we're just gonna let him do what he wants, and we're not, because like we'd go in and say, "Tipster, this is why you're having a problem. This is why," and he would yes to death and go right back and do it a minute later. Because I don't want anybody to think, and I think even I'll stick up for Augie in this, but people sat him down, and I don't know, well, Blowback's hell because he's retarded, but people sat him down and said, "Look, please stop. This is we care about you because you're really damaging your reputation." A lot of people did. I wasn't one of them, but I know Nick did. But they did reach out. Nick was one of the first people that he tried to throw that other idiot to. I want him to do a flamenco documentary.
And they're mad.
Tommy forgot about. I forgot about all of it.
Because my wife gets to.
I didn't care. A lot of it. Some of the stuff I didn't forget. Some of the stuff I didn't know. I honestly didn't, because I just. It's 2023 here. I'm just like getting my kid into football and stuff. Like, I don't give a fuck, you know?
And they don't.
Going to practices.
What the fuck? These two continued their back and forth, concluding with Tipster writing, "Fat boy..." These two continued their back and forth, concluding with Tipster writing, "Fat boy pussy is best pussy." The only conclusion I can derive from this is that Tipster likes being penetrated, which I suppose is foreshadowing for later in the video. It was also around this time that other users noticed Tipster had begun liking similar lolly posts from the same account that posted the original drawing. This was likely meant to serve as some strange act of solidarity with Rum. Eventually, Rum herself joined the stream with Keemstar and PackGod, and completely dismantled the ground Tipster had been defending her from.
Like,
okay, Rum.
As soon as it was like brought to my attention that it was in my likes, I just went and unliked it, and I didn't think anything of it.
Okay, so to confirm, Rum, you had accidentally liked that photo, correct?
Yeah.
Not only did Rum concede that the image was probably lolly, but she hadn't even intentionally liked the post. It was also later confirmed that the drawing was indeed of a child. With this in mind, surely Tipster would back down from his position or at least move on.
Nah.
But no. Instead, he posted a response video to his channel blaming everyone else besides himself.
I have never
One more video,
defended
Tipster.
the existence of lolly content, and I never will. Now, we did eventually come to the conclusion that this was actually lolly based on some digging we did on the...
We did. The girl said it was. You were defending her. Switzerland up 1-0 goal, Switzerland.
Hey.
Oh, fast start. What? 46 minutes. Oh, wow. It's the second half. Well, shit.
account that originally posted it. Well, actually, it was Shota. Basically lolly, but for male characters, for those of you who are unaware. Which is also kind of funny.
And it's joking. Come on, Schaffelberg to the rescue. He's my favorite. He has a funny German name. Come on, is he playing today? Old Schaffelberg. Well, there's a problem. Schaffelberg's not playing.
Yeah, no.
Fucking Jesse Marsh fucked it. Where is he? Jacob Schaffelberg. Playing LAFC. He's got a fucking mullet from 1982. Doesn't give a fuck.
Damn. That is a mullet
in its own way, because everyone was arguing about how it looked like a little girl and it was actually a boy. And I was just looking for a bit of clarification just to be sure. But in my opinion, my biggest mistake was trying to have this conversation in this community, because they too aren't equipped to tackle this conversation properly. This community doesn't have the intellectual capacity to have these kinds of conversations. I get that we're human and we make mistakes sometimes, but y'all this one up so damn bad. It's crazy. And these are...
Yeah, this is the point in time when he's not listening. Like, remember I told you, like, we'd go in, we'd give the narrative, Nick would come up with it, he'd talk to everybody, and they would kind of regurgitate it, or, you know, and what have you. He's off the reservation on his own now. Now he's just doing stuff, because no matter what, I remember Nick saying something to the effect of, like, no matter what I tell him, it just doesn't land. It just doesn't penetrate. So he just kind of gave up after a while.
These are just some of the many issues I have had with the commentary
I lost
community
my toes, dude.
over the course.
Yeah, commentary. Then
Tipster donated $5. You all are too stupid to appreciate the little boy porn.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not sophisticated enough, Tipster. No, but I mean, I think, yeah, he wasn't getting any his talking points or anything. When I say talking points, I'm using that loosely. It's not literally talking points, right? Like they would do in the news or something like that. Not that serious. But yeah, at this point, we're just like, we let him. He's kind of like, yeah. And that's what I found so weird when who was the transgender he fell in love with? What was her name? I forget.
Kevels.
Yeah, when Kevels got away, because it almost felt like we didn't back him on this, so he was gonna like get us back by throwing us to the wolves with Kevels, or throwing us to Kevels, right? And you know, I found that really distasteful, because I never sat him down. He kind of lost the right for me to kind of sit him down and say, "Hey, buddy, this ain't good." After he fucked me in 2018, he called. I might have said something, but I know they were talking to him. I know they were telling him not to, and it just like it became funny. Like they would tell him not to do something, they would see he would agree to it all, and we'd see evidence of doing exactly the opposite. Sometimes minutes after the call, or minutes. Like I remember one specific thing is like I was talking to Nick, and then like, oh, yep, and he already did it. He already did it. Whatever it was, I forget. Yeah.
Well, he falls under zero pressure. It doesn't matter. Like he's talking to something or sees something, he just folds. If he's talking to you, he folds. If he sees something on Twitter, he instantly folds to what he just said to you.
It's so weird. Yeah, Kevin's so funny. She did him really dirty.
Past year. And
Yeah,
it's the
Kevin's
reason
a
for the
piece of
past
shit. Kevin's horrible.
year that I have been distancing myself from this community. Y'all made a mountain out of a grain
Which
of
was, by the way, was obvious.
sand. Keemstar was saying that everyone should come together and oust me from the community, the same way they did with Flamenco. And to that I say, don't bother. I'll see myself on out.
In spite of constantly putting himself at the center of any turmoil that surrounded him, he seems to believe it's actually everyone else forcing him into this position. His proclamation that he would be leaving the community was also meaningless at this point, considering it's probably the 5th time he said this in the past 2 years. All this drama left Tipster in a precarious position, with few friends and even fewer goth mommies still associating with him. This is when he saw a golden opportunity to jump ship entirely to a much more welcoming community.
On August 5th, I was looking at London Police Services, pointing an assault
Just gotta put my arms under my tits so
That's
they
funny.
can't. Just gotta
Fake
squeeze the
tits.
tits up. Yeah.
So funny.
in my face at my home.
The disgraced creator, Keffels, is somebody I've discussed
There's another former friend of mine.
previously on my channel over her various antics. By 2023, she had already made herself a pariah in most online spaces due to a series of slanderous lies she spread about other online figures and her local police department. She did, however, still maintain
Tipster donated $5. In my opinion, the worst thing I did is assume you people have the intellectual capacity to understand the subtle nuances of little boy porn compared to little girl porn. The truth is that some people don't have an eye for that kind of...
That must be a Tipster. You know, somebody's going to take that out of context.
Yeah. They better. I hope they do.
No, not for me. I'd be laughing at it.
a small following of ardent supporters, and among
Actually, you know what'd be really great? If somebody goes, you should believe, you see when Tipster donated to Tommy C.
Yeah. Oh, it would be even better if Tipster shows up later. He's
Oh,
just
God.
mugging here.
them was Tipster for some reason. That reason became
I know he's watching this kind of like I'm attacking him or something like that. I'm really not, but I'm reliving the old stuff. I am cool with him. I don't like one way or another.
more clear.
You're an idiot, Tipster. You're not a horrible person.
Do you want to see what he sent me recently?
Yeah.
Oh no! Can we show that on stream?
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't respond to it because it's like he had been writing me back and forth here and there. I respond. I'm a one-word answer guy. You guys know that. I don't want.
How do you respond to a dick pic?
I don't want to put his there, and then let me go. I'm not trying to put his DMs out. But I could show people the pictures he sent me. I don't think that's any kind of, and they're weird. Like to me, you know?
Yeah. Like that's the stuff like I would draw and not you. And you shouldn't.
This is me like 3 years ago, like me 3-4 years ago, right? And then he took that. I guess he AI'd it, and he gave me this creepy picture.
He wants you, Tommy. All your former friends want you. Bo Blacks, Tipster.
I lost my toes,
What am I supposed
You want me to go on?
Drippy donated $5. It's hilarious when Maroons try to pass off being into creepy shit as intellectual.
Yeah, it is wild. Like, I mean, it's funny and everything, but I just like, why? Like, to me, like, is he being friendly?
No, he wants to fuck you. I'm not even kidding.
No, he doesn't. Does he?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. He's a trans person now, yeah?
You
He's
believe
into
that? I think he just needs attention.
I think he's into
He just sense of
manly
belonging.
compensate for being into big goth titty woman. He's into manly men like Bo Blacks, who has a record of talking about how much he wanted to bang Keemstar.
That's right. He did want to fuck Keemstar.
I'm not even kidding, Tommy. I'm not even kidding. I
You're
think
right.
Tipster would probably want you to bang him. He's into pegging.
Yeah, I sent you that from Vault, Tommy. If you want to take a look at the thing I sent
Yeah,
you.
okay. Yeah, but see, like this is them making fun of me right? From years ago.
Stop it, Paul. Stop it, Paul.
That's a long time. This is a long time. This is about 6 years ago. You know?
It's somehow even worse because it's an edit.
Yeah, this is like this is my friends making.
Teddy donated $5. How do you respond to a dick pic? I just sent them a wall of text of the history of the American Civil War.
Send this.
I never sent anything to you, Teddy.
I don't know. This is fucking weird. I was like, why'd you send? Not that bad. I didn't do anything wrong, but I don't know why you think I. No, I didn't really find it funny. You know.
I wonder why. Is it your drool that looks like cum, or is it your eyes that look
that's
like a
another
girl?
thing. It looks like semen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I know, because I draw semen.
Ew. You're not into that. What do you draw? Don't tell me you're into this shit. What do you draw?
No, not into that sort of stuff.
Okay.
I draw tasteful pin-ups mostly.
You draw
Edwin
like
donated $6.58.
You draw
You're not
pornography?
getting it from your boy Tippy.
Yeah. Like you draw pornography?
Like very rarely. It's mostly like lingerie, bra,
Does look
pin-up
like
sort of stuff.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Whatever. Well, do what you want. I don't fucking care. You know, I'm pretty liberal in that part. I give a fuck. Now
You know what I draw? You have Genie's damn
yeah,
emojis
like
on
Genie's.
here. I do
Yeah, you
those.
drew Genie with giant tits and a machine gun. Yeah,
Sometimes it's a little more raunchy than that, but not that.
I don't think it's anything. Like, nothing wrong with that. Just don't get me in trouble.
No, I don't draw little boys. Don't worry, Tommy.
Girls or anything. Ugh, God.
When upon doing
I'm not a good friend of Tipster. I'm not sticking up for him.
Aw, do I have to leave now?
Through of Instagram, one
You're on your
user
own.
came to the horrifying realization that
damn it.
Tipster had liked every single
I lost my
post,
toes, dude.
even on his
Tipster donated $5. I just wanted to feed you my tip, homie.
Yeah, I bet.
stream. Tipster was giving Keffels unusually positive coverage.
So Keffels usually kind of dresses up like tomboyish, right?
Oh
Can
no!
we just agree that she cleans up real nice? You know what I'm saying?
The heroin addict, right?
Like when she, maybe puts on a little bit of lipstick and
And more.
puts on a nice outfit and stuff like that. She cleans up like a shiny new penny. Is that wrong for me to say? I don't think so.
Robert's
Odd thing to say.
association with
It's-
Keffels
I
began
wouldn't
to
say
draw
that's
the
what-
ire of many of his followers who
Is her what you call it still taking money? I think she stole
Her
a lot of
GoFundMe?
money. Yeah, her GoFundMe.
were increasingly outraged by her behavior, including attempts to deplatform creators she didn't like, trying to get the internet gossip forum Kiwi Farms taken down, and founding the controversial Discord server Catboy Ranch that did not require age verification to join, leading to accusations of grooming.
How is she gonna get underage minors in there?
Apparently, none of these were red flags to Tipster, who went on to use a
That's right. I forgot. I did forget this. I forgot how much fucking near ped stuff he was defending. I do forget that.
clip of her talking for a soundboard.
We love Gooner games.
Oh, I'm getting so horny. Thank you, Daddy. I'll shut up.
We love us some Gooner games around here, okay?
People's disdain for Keffels very quickly got under Tipster's skin, who once again privated his Twitter account before making a post announcing he would be leaving the internet.
As is tradition.
I'm probably gonna be taking a brief break for a couple days. Admittedly, my mental health hasn't been the best as
Ever.
of late, and I just
And I don't think this time's gonna fix it.
need some time to decompress. He returned to Twitter less than 12 hours later. Given Robert's history with women on the internet, it's hardly a stretch to imagine he had ulterior motives with befriending Keffels. Of course, it upset Tipster greatly when anyone pointed that fact out. This is a common trope with those weirdos. I am friends with women, therefore I must want to sleep with them. It's a very caveman-brained way of thinking. Keffels was not the only girl Tipster was pursuing.
I wanted to sleep with some of my friends' girlfriends, but I just never told them that.
Yeah, there's a difference. You think that. You don't send them DMs about it.
Him liking posts from an OnlyFans creator on Instagram. Once again, he responded by saying, "Didn't you know, guys? Married men can't like content featuring women." It was around
why you do that?
this time another one of Robert's goth mommies, who went by Hannah Animal, turned on him. While it's unclear what exactly sparked this betrayal,
I needed attention.
she replied to another OnlyFans creator who went by Tiny Dancer, writing, "Tipster sent me your nudes, by the way, after you sent it to him." Supposedly, the picture sent to Tipster was meant to be used as promotion for her OnlyFans account, and she was simply asking for his opinion.
He's like his best video ever.
This raises multiple questions. Why would anyone want Tipster's opinion on their OnlyFans content? And also, why did Tipster instantly send this to another girl?
No, did you make this? Did you make this? What is this?
That's from Vault.
Oh, that's from Walt. Did he really write that, or did he really? No, so Walt fucked with it, I guess.
The
I can make another point. Why do you think he likes trans women?
Realm of possibility.
Is that real?
We'll have to wait for Vault to say.
Vault probably made it up. Pegging was interesting.
Nah, Vault would never lie. What do you?
However, he did eventually respond saying, "I can 100% own the criticism that I should not have sent the picture in question to Hannah." Hannah was not satisfied with this response and continued posting about...
Yeah, I mean, he really put it like he gets involved with insane people and they do insane shit. He was right, you know.
Tipster,
it's like
claiming
the LCU,
he had
just
added her on Snapchat without ever being sent her
It's just a
username.
meme.
After the loss
From
of
like
Hannah
ages ago.
Animal from
That's
his
not
goth
real.
mommy
Okay.
corral,
Yeah.
Tipster's roster had an opening. He immediately tried filling it with various transgender members of Keffel's community. In one post, he can be seen replying to a trans woman holding up
I
a
remember
bottle
this.
of
I
her own
remember.
breast milk, urging the poster to drink it. I looked
I'm gonna puke.
it up because I couldn't help
And
myself, and yes, trans women can have breast milk, which our friend seemed very interested in the taste of. In this era, his liked post did not fare much better, with one captioned, "What is the first thing you would do to me if you had me strapped down to a bed?" When Boblax reemerged to remind Tipster
Call
that
the police and tell them to take you away. Look at Josh
in my apartment again.
Look at Josh telling him, "Hey, your wife," in there telling him what the fuck.
Now he's the one making horny posts.
I know.
he was in fact already married, Robert replied calling him obsessed and weird. Keffels herself eventually grew tired of Tipster's neurotic and strange behavior.
Yeah, we don't want him. You
releasing a
can have him. I am no longer. She made a whole video? Wow.
Yeah.
That's the funniest ever. Yeah. Hey, Stack Chan. How are you?
It's not
I
picked
was
up on the mic.
Oh, it's not. It's not. I was watching this guy say that.
Oh, you were watching something. What were you watching?
About this guy saying he can get breast milk. What do you think of that?
That's a pretty unusual topic. I don't really have much to say about it. Sounds like some random internet thing. Say all kinds of stuff online.
Chinese people don't do that, do they?
I can't really speak for all Chinese people. That's a huge generalization. People are individuals everywhere, so I'm sure some...
So you're being racist by extension. Damn.
All right.
Well, I just looked up some human cheese if you want to buy any.
Anything else you want to chat about, or just hanging out?
Will you hang out with me while I do my show?
Sure, I'm here with you. What show are you watching?
Shot from the point.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Shoop of the point.
Shot from the point.
Again?
SFTP, the greatest YouTube show ever.
Oh, SFTP. I'm not familiar with that one. What's it about?
No,
By the
SFTP.
toaster.
Oh, sorry, SFTP. My bad. What's the show about?
Can you?
That a guy
You
named
should
Tommy
ask it
C.
if Taiwan's a country.
I'm having a bit of trouble understanding. Could you maybe spell it out or say it a different way?
That's all right. You can go to sleep now.
Oh, fucking toasters.
Talking toaster. That's what I got, a talking toaster. That doesn't toast anything. And probably spying on me for the Chinese government.
It's a bad toaster. Video titled, Why I'm No Longer...
I like the fact she has a Chinese accent. Chinese, like an English-speaking Chinese accent. It's funny.
Friends with Tipster. In the upload, she...
Oh, he's replacing his co-host with clankers. Get him. It's so funny. The robot just picked up her head when I said clanker.
Shows a supposed leaked DM wherein he claims he is planning on cutting her off. As it turned out, this was a poorly orchestrated publicity stunt.
Oh.
With the two...
Oh, yeah, I remember this. And then nobody fell for it. Like, nobody fell for it. Yeah.
Hoping they could fool their many detractors.
They were trying to get Nick's attention.
Regardless, there was still a nugget of truth that managed to slip its way into her video.
Tipster, I literally stuck my neck out for you. I introduced you to all my friends, even though you're kind of like a creepy chaser, man. Like, you slide into my trans friends' DMs, and you're way too friendly. Like, there's obviously something going on there. It's really not cool. And I'm just, like, really disappointed.
Tipster soon returned to the internet, pretending nothing had happened. By this point, most of his friends had turned on him, or simply distanced themselves. That being said, one of the few who still remained by his side in spite of everything was Boblax. While he had been an outspoken critic of Tipster and occasionally poked fun at him, the two had never truly cut ties. That was until June of 2023, when their friendship ended for good. It started with Boblax mistakenly leaking one of his own...
That's Alex. That guy was like an A-logger.
...alt accounts on stream that went by the username Throbbin Horsecock. The majority of posts from this account were unserious and borderline nonsensical, but Keffels latched on to one post in particular, implying he was
best thing Boblax ever did.
As usual, Tipster soon joined in, taking Keffels' side for no discernible reason. Boblax decided the best course of action was to respond from his alt account with posts like, "Damn, Keffels is thick. She one of the real ones for sure." This strategy only served to infuriate her further as she blocked Boblax before posting, "Boblax is currently being a massive creep and using a burner account to sexually harass me." In response, Boblax posted from his main account showing DMs from Keffels.
Imagine, like she thinks she's a woman so much she can sit there and actually act like a woman.
She had sent him a video of her breast jiggling. He also attached a screenshot of messages with Tipster from several days prior where Robert says, "You've never said anything that I view as transphobic. I don't think Keffels thinks you're a fake ally." Seeing his messages being posted as a defense against Keffels upset Tipster greatly, so he decided to bring Boblax on a stream for a debate.
Yeah, so that's why I'm upset. I mean, and hopefully...
What is this? What is this? I commissioned this during the Tipster's Keffels watch drama.
Who the fuck drew that? Squatchin?
Pretty funny. That's pretty funny. My God, great googly moogly. No, that was Teddy.
Hopefully you do forgive me, because like I did not think, I genuinely just didn't think you would mind, because it's not like you said anything secret.
And you know, it's so funny. Like he's going through this trans thing. It's so who's ever come around? His sister is Boblax's sister, and him. All this whole thing is happening at the same time. And what they all have in common is fucking Nintendo. Don't play too much Nintendo, kids. I live in my son's
I feel like
time.
everything you send those DMs are stuff you'd say publicly too, right? But,
yeah, I don't know. There's nothing bad in it. I just don't like the idea of like just putting my shit out there like just completely like unprovoked. Because again, it felt like I was being dragged into something that didn't have anything to do with me.
Well, I think it's relevant. I didn't think it was random, but you know.
Tipster says this, ignoring the fact that he had already inserted himself for no reason as mentioned prior. Keffels only continued to lambaste Boblax after the stream, and now claiming he was also racist. Her evidence for this was an infamous song Boblax made several years prior regarding the Black Lives Matter movement.
Some people don't know the struggle of
being fucking black.
Sometimes Cause it's cool. They are racist.
Following this, Boblax and Tipster had a back and forth on Twitter, although only Boblax's side has been archived. He says, "Why are you not defending me against Keffels slandering me as a racist? She's slandering me, Tipster. You defended Rum when she was being called a pedo, but you can't
You're out of luck now. Time's up. Tipster's had it.
defend me now because it's Keffels doing it." Robert then messaged Boblax personally saying,
Fuck off.
"If you are looking for a reason to cut me off, just do it. You already said on
Squatch and Druid. So if you're morally opposed, please take your concerns to the Canadian. Why would I be morally opposed with that? Is there something wrong with this that I don't understand or know about?
Ah, my eyes.
What?
A horrible day to have eyeballs.
Augie stream that you were upset with me, so just go, dude." Robert not getting the response he had hoped for, he took it upon himself to block Boblax, officially ending their multi-year friendship. As is custom,
Officially ending his multi.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Womp womp. Am I still blocked by Boblax?
I think even I am blocked by Boblax.
Are you?
You follow me.
There he is. I looked him up. I think I'm blocked. Yes.
Yeah.
He does the kissy face.
I think he uses one of those block lists.
30 years old, yeah.
Yeah, you should shave.
Okay, buddy.
I was talking
I'm
to
blocked by
Chad.
Boblax. Yeah.
I know you're an ally. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you fell for that one woman we had come in here, to put it very politely. Who
Yep.
wasn't a woman. So
Yeah, you
Tommy's
love
an
your
ally.
voice.
customary at this point, during this drama, another girl came forward with more screenshots of Tipster being weird in her DMs, and even offering to kiss her before deleting the message after she ghosted him. On the bright side, Robert noticed that he and Keffels were briefly trending on Twitter as a result of the whole ordeal. Although, as many pointed out,
whoever paid for your time. Yeah, I do remember that. Him thinking that it almost felt a lot like Edwin. Because Edwin hitched his horse and tried to fuck over Nick as well. His horse to Salvo. And they were like, I got Salvo. I'm riding this all the way to the fucking end. And it really felt like Tipster was kind of doing the same thing. But he was so clearly going to be on a losing team.
This was due to everybody laughing at them. One of
That's a great move.
the people mocking him at the time was the YouTuber Turkey Tom, who soon after posted a video documenting many of Robert's more cringeworthy posts. His video ended with a diss track featuring Brandon Buckingham, wherein he danced in front of a rented Lamborghini.
Italy after Oreos, word up to Nick. Before we wrap up, got a question real quick. Why do all the hot ones not like dick?
Tipster seemed to enjoy the video, posting, "Okay, I won't lie, this diss track kinda slaps," with a Snoop Dogg gif attached. Given his track record of almost anything getting under his skin, many people saw this as a cope. To make matters worse, Tom's video was the catalyst for people to begin digging into
What does that mean? Many people saw this as a cope. So he really, because the way that word is used, it's just bastardized the English language. So it really did bother him, but he's not letting it bother him. Is that a cope?
Yes. Yes.
Is that what that means? That's not what that really means. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're really
kind of is.
It's so weird. It's like, no, you're really
Kinda
pissed
is.
off. I know it. I don't know.
He's coping with it with humor,
history.
you know.
Guys, I don't know.
Online and documenting
No, because there's an element of mind reading that I don't appreciate. You know.
his behavior for kiwi farms. What they found was truly fascinating. On September 20th,
That was always Nick's biggest nightmare, is like getting a Pacific thread on Kiwi Farms.
Yeah, that would be.
It doesn't have the power it used to, but yeah, like so Tom's got one. I think Tipster and Bobak have a thread, or is they just still in their commentary community? Yeah, chat. I'm not going to. Does Tippy and Bobax have a separate thread? Why did Tippy turn to? I don't fucking.
2006, an account based in Fontana, California made a post on a developer forum that reads, "Hello,
Yeah, they do. Thanks.
my name is Robert Santion, and one of my biggest dreams is to develop a revolutionary operating system. I know, I am aiming pretty high, but it has always been a dream of mine. Anyways, I have one problem. I know absolutely nothing about OS development. No code knowledge, no idea what I need, where to start, or even how to get the knowledge and supplies I need. Unfortunately, Terry Davis wasn't on this forum to help.
Knowledge. What do you need? You can have the things you want in life if you really want them. Like you could be an LCU host and think you're doing something.
These would go
just say you're
unanswered
famous,
as
and that's
other
all you need to know.
Yeah.
users on the forum were not too keen on walking him through the intricacies of creating an entire operating system from scratch. While a bit humorous on its own, the reason this was so important is because the username was quickly traced back to a raunchy hookup site. Not only that, but for some reason this account, also based in Fontana, California, had its gender set to female.
That's interesting.
If there was any doubt that this was him, the provided birth date was January 1st, 1987, just 6 days before Tipster's. When confronted, Robert adamantly denied these allegations, claiming it couldn't have been him because he was happily married.
And with GNN, it appears an old dating profile from 2008 where you pretended to be a woman has surfaced. Any comment? I've never used any dating services at all, so if you think you found something about me being on a dating service, that's
it was so hard to believe considering your history at that point.
Not the case.
I didn't know about this.
I mean, I met my wife when I was still in high school, so I never had to use a dating profile. Where do people come up with this shit?
Another ancient Tipster artifact that was uncovered was a clip of him showing a list of videos he had flagged to YouTube, claiming they had been critical of him.
Pretty public in the past with the fact that when I was a smaller creator, I flagged down quite a few videos that were critical of me. In fact, we can kind of scroll through the list here.
While it's impossible to make out any details from this clip, it's likely Robert was abusing YouTube's takedown system.
I'm gonna stick up for him in this. If it's boulders, right? A lot of people were doing that, thinking they're reporting it for all the right fucking reasons. I don't know if the ethics have been set at that point. I'm not saying he should have done it. I'm not saying he wasn't abusing. He very well could have been. But I mean, what if you were reporting stuff that was, I don't know, not necessarily snitching, but like some evil shit if you came across it. For all you know, it's that. So I'll give a pass on that one. But he may have been flagging stuff where people were critical of him. Sure, I could totally believe it.
Whatever the cause may be, his reputation was now in the dumpster fully. Along with losing most of his friends, his viewership had now dwindled.
He left his friends. Like, I never formally said fuck off.
Dwindled to just 10%
he came back on
of what it
here.
had.
And you
he came back on here.
made up for the birthday stream.
When he
and
was
then
at this point in 2023, I was just like, do whatever you want, man. I don't care. Because one of the things was another thing was like I told everybody to lose this fucking guy, and nobody listened to me. You know, they kind of just ignored me. Yeah, he kind of fucked you over, Tom. You know, and then so when he started acting up, and they were all like, "Oh God, I wish he'd stop doing this. I wish he'd listen." I was like, "Well, you know, we knew he was. I told you he was nuts." You know, so when he was going nuts, like, I wasn't paying too much attention. You know, probably because I was still kind of pissed about what happened in 2018, but you know, like not to the point where I couldn't deal with him.
Had once been.
When I was part of the commentary crowd, my live streams were pulling
like a week earlier,
500 to 1,000 live viewers, and my videos were at minimum getting 10K views a video. And now I've gotten to a point where, like, on a good day, I'll have like 200 live viewers on a stream, but I'm averaging about 150 during topics. And my videos are lucky if they break 1,000 sometimes. So it's been a big dip to leave the commentary crowd. I'll say this, I don't regret it. A lot of the reason I left is just because my morals didn't align with that community anymore. It was a mental health choice. It wasn't good for my mental health. So I don't regret leaving.
Remember, the stuff that he liked about me pissing on kids or kids pissing on me or something, they were all right-wing jerk-offs. That was all Medicare's fucking Ralph's crowd. You know, and then he went hard left. I mean,
like, even if my channel never bounces back, I don't regret leaving.
Like legitimate, like, white supremacist types.
Rapid loss of fans triggered
passive ones, not actual active ones. You know, like the
too autistic to be active
chair
about it.
Antifa.
Urged YouTube to stop promoting his channel, even removing it from search results. This is something Robert tried to resolve by reaching out to a YouTube representative, although his efforts weren't in vain. He was essentially told to just make better content, something that appeared to be far out of Tipster's reach. I say this because the majority of his videos and streams were now heavily political in nature, falling more in line with the content Keffels produced. Of course, this only further alienated his audience, who had followed him for less serious...
Yeah, and the trans people aren't gonna... They think he's like just hijack. He's in it for the clout. I mean, he did that with me. Why wouldn't they believe that about him? You know, he's done this before. He was trying to hook up. It's community hopping is what he's doing. That's all.
Yeah, it's that or he wants to bang them and he wants to be around like a guy like that.
We've seen that before with with Mr. Tanks running community hopping recently. They all just community hop. That's all they do. I don't believe in anything.
Internet drama content. Fortunately for Tipster, he did get a momentary boost in viewership. Sadly, this boost largely came from onlookers who were mesmerized by the train wreck he would soon create.
Dude, you can just say n***ers.
On February 6, 2024, political streamer Vosh...
This one he got. This one, you don't really hear much about him anymore after this.
Attempting to demonstrate the fundamentals of men's fashion for his viewers. Showing off a sleek jacket.
Tommy, you've been a part, that's not me, of every YouTube thing in the 10 years. Boogie, Fake, Cancer, Baited, Destiny, the Forest Company, YouTube, Destiny, you're the Forest Company of YouTube. Fuck you. Yeah, I guess. No, but I'm actually, you don't really, it's goddamn, it's Keemstar. He's in every video. He's in every fucking video. It's not me.
Yeah, but you're in like
I'm gonna
60% of them.
I'm gonna lie.
Like 60% of Gamer from Mars. You're in. If it's only for like 30 seconds or whatever.
Yeah,
you're
true. Yeah. Well, I had my time.
Tragically, when he went to save an image of the jacket, his recently saved...
But, I mean, the scene changed and I couldn't change with it. Because it was not what I signed up for, you know?
Files popped up on stream.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
Vosh quickly rushed to delete the stream VOD, but it was too late. Next to a folder labeled taxes were countless pornographic drawings of young-looking girls as well as horses. After seeing this clip, Tipster took it upon himself to drop some unasked-for wisdom on Twitter, advising Vosh against viewing or saving pornography on his computer in the future. Most others were not as charitable or kind to Vosh after seeing the sort of things he was into. One of these detractors was Ethan Klein, who commented...
This is when Ethan... What was that after January 6th? Not January 6th. Whatever happened in Israel. Yeah, this is when Ethan kind of... He lost weight. He had lost the weight. And he started he started hating commies. Commies. He was flirting with them, and exactly what happened to him. I predicted. I was like, why would you do a podcast with somebody who wouldn't mind seeing you dead? And that'd be Hassan. And Hassan would go on to say things that almost proved me right. Babies can be settlers too, you know?
What do you mean almost?
Yeah, he's straight con. So this is the beginning of his revenge tour.
On the situation during an episode of the H3 podcast. To provide context for his viewers, he also played additional clips from Vosh's past.
The argument that I was making, and I've made this argument a bunch of times, and I've addressed this poorly made argument a bunch of times here on this stream. Why is the
You're not even a Hunter Avalon died. Yeah, you're right, Pedal Pizza.
Possession of child pornography immoral? Because it hurts people to make child pornography, yeah? Because you have to hurt children to make it. That's why it's immoral. It's not magically immoral. It's immoral because of the harm that is caused by it. So, do we not possess other things that
you sound like someone who's trying to rationalize child abuse? Like that is an insane. That's actually.
It's like, okay, this is wrong.
You're not as good at it as Destiny was.
For whatever reason, Tipster was appalled by this coverage, saying, "Genuinely disappointed seeing what Ethan did to Vosh earlier tonight. He used the same out-of-context clips alt-righters have used to defame
seeing alt-right after years after people stopped saying it.
Vosh time and time again." Ethan quickly responded to this post on his Instagram story.
He posts my tweet and says, "Cheers, my horse. Love ya. No pedo."
By this point, Tipster's
Here's my horse.
That should be a dodo sound. Fuck.
Reputation was already so bad that nobody bothered to take him seriously. This didn't stop him from continuing to lambaste Ethan, claiming he was a snake. I have no idea what caused Tipster to become this enraged,
It
but
is a
his next
snake.
move was
They're all
to load up a
snakes.
stream
They're all snakes. All of them.
and begin yelling at his chatters, calling them sheep for siding with Ethan.
You're
If
sheeple.
only Tipster spent as much time exercising as he does
They're the lamest, fucking most cringe shit ever. Sheeple. Right wingers do that. Sheeple. Listen up, sheeple.
defending Lolly, he'd be running marathons by now. A large part of this stream was also spent demanding Keemstar stop typing in his chat. Even after being banned, this was to little avail as he simply came back on an alt account. As Tipster began banning people in his chat who wrote anything negative against Vosh, one of his mods spoke up saying, "The image Vosh had should definitely be criticized. I don't think it's right hiding those comments expressing their disgust." Their moderator status was quickly removed. Tipster's comment section did not fare much better, with the few remaining fans making statements like, "And with that, I'll be unsubscribing. Never mind the fact that you're willing to associate with terrible people like Vosh and Keffels, but the fact that you're willing to bat for the former after what's been leaked is insane." On the bright side, Robert was once again trending on Twitter, something he was overjoyed about. In a stream the following week, he did attempt to stem the bleeding somewhat by announcing he was throwing out all of his anime.
This whole situation has honestly ruined anime for me so fucking much that
Me too.
I never want to watch
Hey,
anime
Tipster.
again. I don't want anything to do with anime.
What about your
I
hentai,
got my
Tipster?
waist bin here, and I got some of my anime. We got
Yeah. Get your fleshlight, throw it all in the trash.
Death Note, one of my
Body
favorites.
pillow.
F- it, throw it in the bin. We got some Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Throw it in the fucking bin. Ethan calls people he views as lolicons, he calls them lollipops. So we'll get rid of Lollipop Chainsaw. I'm so sick of anime at this point.
He's such a baby.
This is
such a baby.
This is no Nick in your life.
Nothing to do with it.
This gesture didn't seem to move anyone to his side, and Robert...
It's like when Mr. Takes had no Nick in his life, and he was like, fucking Queeman and J Stock and Bud. Oh, you guys are cool guys.
soon established a new rule that if anybody mentioned
While
the
they're trying to fuck him openly.
Bosch incident or his defense of it, they would be immediately, you guessed it, banned.
Mods, crush the skull, thank you.
This inspired detractors to see how fast they could speedrun getting removed from Tipster's livestream.
Ban any variation of laughter in the chat.
In spite of his best efforts to
I didn't know he said, I didn't ban every
bury the situation.
like
it
ha-has, no LOLs, no hoo-hoos.
still haunted
No
him
fun
everywhere
allowed.
he went. In one instance, he joined a call with a small streamer to discuss an unrelated topic.
Who's that?
That's when an avowed consumer of Lolicon joined the call and proceeded to debate Tipster on why he continued to defend Vosh. Somehow, Robert lost this debate.
Being a hypocrite is a part of being human, you know?
I don't see it as being hypocritical, though. I think I'm pretty clear on what my rationale is here.
You already say that, you know, the folder is probably like lolly, right?
I mean, I haven't seen it, but like people say it is, so I'll
Okay.
take their word for it.
So if that is already the case, and therefore the logical conclusion probably is that Vosh is consuming lolly, right?
If he downloaded it, like I
Yes,
guess you
and
could say that, but
specifically
like,
in that
but what
manner.
my thing is like, did he know? That's my thing.
The
This seems
lolly
like a
picture's
real
taken out.
stretch. In my opinion, this seems like a real
What?
stretch. But I'm giving you like the logic that I had when I was willing to give him the benefit of doubt on it, and it just seems like you don't like my opinion, which is fine.
No, it's not about
I
your
didn't
opinion
even
whatsoever.
come here to talk about like this stupid shit. All right, like I came here for a
Would you come over to play Resident Evil? I mean,
completely different conversation.
That's
Keldos,
what
I told you it was a bad idea for me to come on this show, and like I'm out of here. Peace.
Wait, Tipster, you could have...
Even Keffels was now beginning to distance herself from Tipster. Initially, she had gone to bat for him
Again.
against Ethan, but she quickly changed her tune as the tides turned. Eventually, she unfollowed Robert on Twitter and released a video blaming him for backlash she had received, and claimed his call-out post on Ethan was stupid.
A lot of people said that I needlessly inserted myself into all of that drama that happened, and I wasn't planning on weighing in. None of this was my problem. But then my friend Tipster decided to call out Ethan Klein. And then when Ethan Klein responded, I was like, okay, I have two friends now who were getting put on blast by a really large content creator, I decided that I was going to get into the mud because I care about my friends. I don't want to see my friends getting attacked. And that was a huge mistake. But sometimes you just gotta sit back. You don't always need to get directly in the mud.
In leaked messages with Tipster, somebody named Fembro encouraged him to stop associating with Keffals, showing him that on top of everything else, she had now been interacting with some of his most vocal detractors. Robert responded by saying, "Do you think I don't know about this? Are you stupid?" He then blocked Fembro. Keffals was not the only one turning on him at the time. In March of that year, one of his moderators had their permissions revoked. In response, they leaked the twist that while Robert was defending Lolly at night, during the day he worked at a public high school and included screenshots of his annual income, which was 6 figures when including benefits. This level-headed approach of essentially
makes fucking 6 figures. Yeah, it's LA. Yeah.
It's more the other part where he works than his fucking income.
Yeah.
Essentially doxing Tipster was certainly unique, although it did not result in their moderator privileges being reinstated. More than anything, this is reflective of the people Robert was associating himself with. After cutting off the toxic commentary community, he replaced them with increasingly unhinged individuals. As part of his rebrand to be more inclusive, Robert began promoting a charity organization called Rainbow Passage. This was a bizarre project that sought to rehouse legal-age queer people with volunteers over Discord. Upon seeing this, Boblax returned to the Tipsterverse to transvestigate.
Stop putting his pictures on, man.
Unqualified, and discovered volunteers.
They're all over them. I've seen every one of them somewhere.
In their official Discord.
Yeah, so have I. I don't want to be reminded.
Yeah, it's like when you've got like when you're on Twitter or something. You're just like,
I have seen way too much of Boblax, and I don't want to see more Boblax.
Doctor,
I know what his infected foreskin and his penis looks like.
Well, you mean the hamstry stuff between his legs or whatever the fuck that was?
God.
Blank's phone number. Beep, 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 beep. Feel free to be rude to him. This is a Rainbow Passage Discord server. We have Alice here, who is a volunteer right here. Volunteer.
Tipster, for his part, claimed to have no involvement in the charity beyond retweeting one of their posts. Although this seems to have been a lie, as he was one of only 4 people their official Twitter account followed. Boblax continued to dig deeper into the organization, finding that their director of resettlement engaged in puppy play, as well as 9/11 roleplay. What the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, what is that?
Like,
the plane's coming! Like, what do you do? What is that?
You get your wife to dress up like a plane, and then you dress up like a skyscraper? I don't know.
Like, yeah, it's kind of sexual. I ever tell you what my movie idea was?
No.
Oh, do we want to know?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
I have this great idea for a movie, right? Because remember, I was in the area when 9/11 happened. I thought it'd be really funny to like have a guy get up in the morning, right? And his wife hates him, and his kids hate him, and it's like he gets a flat tire on the way to the train station, and then the train gets delayed, right? And then he finally gets into I don't know, Canal Street in Manhattan, and he starts walking up, and as he's walking in, all the he sees like the buildings come down, right? And while everybody's running away, he has a thought that comes over his head. My family will think I'm dead, so I'm going to go on this great adventure and pretend I'm pretend I'm dead because I got to work late, so I missed the big event. And he goes on this great adventure across the country.
That is actually not a bad hope.
Juxtaposed with his family, like putting him in the ground, and then he meets like some young girl, and he has so much fun, and he learns about himself. And then at the end, he has a choice to go home back to his family and tell him, I faked my death, and he just says,
I lost my toes, dude.
No. Keep doing
$5. WW, I'm glad I'm safe. Oh my god, IT is another planet.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he was late for work. Everybody thinks he's dead. He's good. His friends. I just want to juxtapose, like, yeah, Bob was a good guy, but
I'd watch that.
It'd be a comedy,
Who are you starring? Who's the main star?
Me.
I knew you'd say that.
Me. I think I'd be the best guy in a role.
Joke, but it is unfortunately very real and very strange. After covering this on Bo Black's stream, the director in question resigned and began angrily messaging people on Discord. This led Tipster to
I lost my
post
toes, dude.
Okay.
Teddy donated $5. Okay, but wait, what if they combined puppy play with 9F roleplay?
Yeah.
I believe in pushing boundaries,
No,
Tommy, we call it K9L.
Oh no, another train, and it's not wearing its muscle. Or fucking plane.
Fuck.
Imagine attacking and harassing a charity because someone you dislike retweeted it. And you harass the charity so much that you
seems reasonable.
push someone to resign from their position. Seek help, you clearly need it. The entire Rainbow Passage group seems to have now rebranded or shut down altogether following this drama. With the charity now gone, Bo Black set his sights back on Tipster.
Dude, why is every response to everything underwear lending service? Dude, why is Tipster only responding and talking about, like, trans people and their... What? Come on, bro.
You know why, Bo Blacks?
Bro.
Yeah, I never watched one.
That's the funny bit.
I didn't know about the bully streams until they were over.
Seeing the Rainbow Passage fall
Yeah,
out...
I'm starting to realize around 2022, I really distanced myself from that. I didn't realize.
Well, it's also kind of
No, when
slowly
after me
getting
and
into
Nick
like
on a
low
fight,
territory.
after me and Nick on a fight, I kind of like, I really didn't have anything to do with anybody anymore.
So multiple people reached out
Then
to
I made up with Nick, and then I'd hear tales about these jackasses from him.
Bo Blacks with screenshots of embarrassing messages
Tipster,
Robert had sent over Discord. The first set comes
too, I
direct
guess, but I mean, I'm not socializing with them.
Just as long as you don't make out with him.
Server,
I really never, I never, like, I told you a story, like, when I'd make up with Bobacks, and then we'd be good for, like the last time was, like, 5 years, right? Like, literally, we looked it up, didn't we, Jeannie? And he would write me in between that and say, I just want to let you know, I want to put this shit behind me, like, out of nowhere. This is before, like, 2024 and the Tommy C pills, right? And he would write me out of nowhere, and, like, I go, Tipster, I thought we were good. Is there a problem? He said, well, I want to let you know I'm good now. And I'm like, did I have this conversation with you? And I scrolled through my shit. It was the same conversation I had months earlier. And there was no status change between the time that he wrote me the first time and the time that he wrote me the second time. Like, yeah, we're good. God. And so we're not really even bad now, me and Bobax. No. I thought I was one of the few people, although I did cover it, that thought back in early 2025 that they was going too far with this shit. I felt bad for him. I still do to some extent.
You can feel bad for Bo Blacks isn't an awful person, but he is fun to make fun of.
No, he is awful person. He is absolutely a clout boy.
Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
He's not non-excusable behavior.
He's not like
doesn't do any
no, he's a typical.
He isn't touching animals or children or
a
YouTuber.
Like no, but he is awful. They have no loyalty. These hoes. They're nothing. He gave him a break. I have helped him out tremendously. The connections that he got through me, the connections that and all these guys got through me were
Bo Blacks,
like
if you want to
winning
start
money.
your career, come on Love Phones.
Yeah, I'd put him on Trevor. But I mean, just recently he said that guy's never been nothing but nasty to me, and I've been mean to him. Don't get me wrong, but that statement itself is not true. It is not true. In the beginning I was nice to him, and then he got my nerves, and I started goofing on him.
Which of course Tipster had joined.
Scrubby gave him the whole idea for his
Scrubby. I did not
give it to you, and you passed it on.
I passed on the idea. Scrubby gave it to me. I said that sounds fucking autistic, and then Bobax must have took it after that. I know that's true because me and Augie, we're all playing Crunker around that time, and Scrubby was hanging around, right? So yeah, there was absolutely Scrubby's idea, 100%. Twitter versus,
He can't
I
be
didn't
seen
invent shit. It was given to me, and I said no.
Expressing his desire to quote cage up other users of the
I was just thought to myself, I'm not working like that. I don't want to be a YouTuber that bad,
server, as well as discussing HRT.
I didn't think it would work either.
And the shape of his man boobs.
And fucking Connor's doing great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for
Is
Car.
it like 30K
Excellent.
something?
Yeah, excellent.
Good for Car.
If it makes you feel any better, my tits look horrible too. The second batch of messages come from Robert's own paywall Discord chat. Here he can be seen exposing his most loyal fans to a photograph of his feet. Of course, no Tipster DM leak would be complete without several messages expressing his love for goth mommies. Many of these
Almost the
logs
same,
were
Tipster.
tame compared to past leaks and all came
You were into goth shit, weren't you, Eenie?
Dude, I love alternative
yeah.
chicks.
Yeah, you like you weirdos. You guys are.
We have a
You know, I've
goth
got
chick on
piercings
here.
and whatnot.
You're free.
I lost my toes, dude.
Yep.
Teddy, nah, he's not Hitler.
Teddy
Thanks so much, Teddy.
donated $5. Nah, has not Hitler. At least Hitler was a competent demagogue. Tipster could never.
By the way, thanks for how generous for you today. I really appreciate that.
Discord chats. Regardless, a large spectacle was still made upon their release because by this point, Tipster had more hate watchers than genuine viewers. He was spiraling down a very dark path that could only end with a lengthy Kiwi Farms thread and dozens of A-logs attempting to ruin his life. Toastify, a YouTuber who had covered Robert extensively,
I haven't talked to him in years.
gave him some very blunt advice. Leave. This was something he did not take to heart. In fact, it was around this time he ended up blocking Rum simply for interacting with one of Toastify's videos. Just 8 days later, the community Tipster had been calling home would collapse in a catastrophic fashion. For the past several weeks, the YouTuber Mudahar had been working on an hour-long expose against Keffals. In the days leading up to its release, Robert attempted to get ahead of the narrative. He tried smearing the investigation as bad faith due to the creator of Kiwi Farms crediting much of the research to his site. When asked what Keffals had specifically done, Tipster replied, nothing. In reality, Keffals had raised over $100,000 on GoFundMe to cover the legal costs of suing her local police departments for discrimination after she was swatted. In actuality, she not only lied about the details of the swatting, but also spent the GoFundMe money on vacations, clothes, and abusing drugs.
As more...
You remember, like, the Young Turks went after her. This is the part about the time, like, it's looking like Trump's going to win. And even the Young Turks are, like, sick to death of the fucking trans community. I remember what's her name threw him, this broad right on the bus.
And more shit started happening. I started doing cocaine at the start of 2023. 8 days into a cocaine bender, I found out that the coke that I was doing was cut with meth.
This was something Tipster
Because you're an idiot. How fucking dumb are you? How fucking dumb are you if you don't fucking notice that? It goes up your nose, yeah? If it feels anything but numb, it's fucking laced. Are you a retard?
That's so funny to me. How does that
Meth
happen?
up your nose. I'm sorry, Tommy. I have to explain this. Meth up your nose is one of the worst things you can do.
Does it burn?
Taste-wise, experience-wise, it is awful.
I don't know.
Completely opposite to cocaine, which feels like nothing.
I need Batgirl in here. Tell me.
You keep going on and
She's
on.
just a fucking retard.
Oh god, I should start smoking pot again. I don't want to start smoking. I want to smoke cigarettes.
That'll put your weight on.
Smoking pot and drinking.
I'm already I've gained so much weight since smoking. Quit smoking. It's unbelievable.
The money for legal action, but also for moving expenses and other needs. This is ignoring the fact that the title of the GoFundMe
She went to fucking like Belfast to like do heroin or whatever, right?
GoFundMe is literally Keffals' legal fund. And in an update just below, she wrote, all donations are going directly to my legal fund. In preparation for the exposé's release, the vast majority of videos on the Tipster YouTube channel were mysteriously privated. Upon the release of Muda's investigation, rather than responding to any of the very valid claims made, Robert's initial response was, congrats Muda, a literal Nazi retweeted you, showing that the creator of Stone Toss had reposted his video, even though Muda had nothing to do with what that person was.
Is he a Nazi? He's pretty far right. He's pretty far right.
About as close as you can get without spelling it.
I know what you mean.
Soon after, somebody changed their username to a literal Nazi and reposted Tipster's tweet. Robert continued reposting scathing critiques of Mudahar's video, such as the thumbnail making Keffals look too ugly, and went on to post, when all the worst
that was really popular at the time. I tried to use that against
people on the internet are cheering you on, you really should start to question how virtuous your actions are. Around this time, more of Tipster's private messages began flooding the internet. In one conversation, somebody named Cherry can be...
Is that the one Destiny was messing with?
seen pleading with Tipster to stop defending Keffals. When given a hypothetical situation where Keffels had violated somebody, Robert is for some reason still unable to disavow her.
Yeah, of course.
I wish it was him.
You know why? And I'll tell you exactly why. Because he's already in. He's in it to win it. This is a YouTube thing. This is about morals. This isn't about transgender rights. This is not YouTube, motherfucker. He buried his whole career, because he couldn't do it on his own. I think both Tipster and, I've said this before, and Bobax at one point realized they're fucking not, they don't think on their own. They're just regurgitators. And it bothered them. They started to resent Nick. They both went their own way around it. And Bobax went so far as hey, can you give me money, for my rent or something? And if I had to guess, and it is a guess, he probably felt that he was owed that money, or something.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he was owed that money from Nick, because Nick did something to him,
Along with these messages was a screenshot of a private Discord server hosted by Tipster.
I'm shocked Nick hasn't gotten his video once, personally.
The text channels included the names of various people who had wronged them, including Boblax and Turkey Tom. Within these channels were posts from a Discord bot
there's a Nick Diorio there.
that automatically archived
one of
their
the
Twitter
channel
activity. It's unknown what the end goal was for this Discord server, but it was clear that Tipster had in fact not moved on from the commentary community. Another leaked DM shows Tipster discussing a dream he had on March 1st of that year. I dreamt that I started taking HRT. Y'all are invading my dreams and trying to trans me. And no, I'm not kidding. That was a real dream I had. What an odd thing to say. Somebody named Maeve, who can be seen in several previous message leaks with Tipster as well as being a member of the private Discord, was outraged upon seeing those most recent leaks. While exposing the moles, she claimed that among the leaked convos were ones that outed Robert as pansexual, despite that part of the DMs never being public.
What does pansexual mean again? And don't say you fuck pots and pans.
You're fine with everything. It's mainly their personality. You're attracted not to their genitals, but to the personality.
You don't care if they're trans or they're male or female. You fuck anything.
In the process of...
I thought you hit... There's Nick. I thought you'd hit him over the head with a pan and fuck him.
trying to call out someone for outing Tipster, she actually outed Tipster herself. Following the Keffels debacle, Robert attempted to further distance himself from drama content by privating most of the remaining videos on his channel. All that was left were recent gaming highlights, as he claimed that was the direction his channel was now headed.
I'm essentially like a gaming streamer now. Like what you're watching me do right now, that's what I do now. Which I've been having so much more fun with, to be honest. I'm actually glad I made the switch. I understand I would get more viewership if I did that kind of content, but I'm not interested. I genuinely don't have any interest in that kind of content anymore.
On top of this, he was finally getting his health in check. Claiming to have previously lost 40 pounds before gaining even more than that back, he asserts that this time will be different, with a picture of his Apple Watch attached. Despite these changes, Tipster's YouTube account would only continue to decline as very few people were interested in gaming stream highlights.
Why is he? It's just him nutting! It's just him nutting! What? Dude, he's like me when I see a Clara DM. What's going on?
He eventually tried doing political content again, although those videos were struggling to surpass a few hundred views. For a while, it seemed as though Robert would fade into obscurity without putting up much of a fight. That was until Boblax re-entered the picture yet again to hand him his first major win in a very long time. You see, ever since their fallout, Boblax had been covering mostly innocuous Tipster moments on his live stream. Dubbed bully streams, these were essentially 24/7 coverage of Robert playing Resident Evil while flirting with members of his chat.
Yeah, can I see it? Maybe with you naked. I want to see the haircut, but like without you having clothes on, but like...
You should post it in like, I think a channel in my Discord called Pic Sharing or something like that.
Yeah, share pics in the pic sharing chat Discord! Put it in the tips. What? What the f***? Bought him? You wanted to see it? What the f***?
Boblack showed a keen interest in Robert's behavior, likely because deep down they were more similar than he'd like to admit. Up until now, he had done a good job of keeping his own eccentric behavior behind the scenes. While Tipster would implode in public, Boblack would do the same in private messages with his friends. On July 21st, 2024, Boblax posted, "Non-binary people are badass and valid, by the way." Turkey Tom.
And Turkey Tom responded, "Also, Tipster's trying to lose weight if he becomes a woman. How stereotypical." Nice Jewish girl. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Tom replied to this post saying, "Thank God you chimed in." Boblax then went out of his way to explain.
Yeah, I remember this. He really freaked out on this one.
His tweet, which was ignored by Tom, who replied again saying, "Praise Skibbity or perish." Boblax quickly deleted his tweets, but not before this pointless interaction was screenshotted and reposted by a small Twitter account named Alex Gekmo, with the caption,
"This guy, yeah.
Boblax tweaking right now." Seeing this, Boblax messaged Alex repeatedly attempting to get him to take down the post. When this failed, he messaged several friends calling Alex evil along with other more offensive terms. This interaction was only scratching the surface when it came to unhinged messages Boblax had been sending people. He blamed these outbursts on borderline personality disorder, although he later claimed...
Yeah, and I remember I was in Gran Canaria, and Nick's calling me. He's like, "Man, I'm really worried about Boblax. This is like where it begins."
He likely didn't have BPD and was only
I can't wait till it does it.
Convinced he did by a girl he was dating. In other words, he didn't have BPD.
The 525 days since 111, never forget.
I want to forget, please.
Do I get the Tommy C. film?
Many of these messages would leak, resulting in the broader community turning on him. At his lowest point, for whatever...
The other thing is, like, I always thought, I know Queeman debunked it, but like, he got like an own on Destiny. I don't even know. Like, even if he didn't technically, most people believe he did a pretty good job. Like, why was he so obsessed with fucking Destiny?
He won on vibes, at the very least.
For reason, Boblax turned to Tipster, somebody he had been relentlessly
debunk something subjective. What a moron.
Bullying for the past year. After seeing Boblax had unblocked him, Robert posted a gif of rapper 50 Cent with the caption, "Bro unblocks me now? Really?" He then posted an update showing
he had a point there.
Boblax had
He
blocked...
started going to Nick's streams, and Nick loves to do that. Even if he was enemies with you before,
yeah, around the same time
he will use your enemy against it if he can.
Him again, follow his tweets.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
If he thought I was gonna welcome him back with open arms, he's delusional. Using this opportunity, a troll pretending to be Boblax sent Tipster a fake apology on his Linktree page. When Robert reached out directly to clarify if the message was real, Boblax replied with, "That's not me. Doing streams on you is some of the most fun I've had on YouTube. You're also a freak for defending Bosch." This was all the permission he needed to go nuclear. While on the toilet, Tipster wrote, "I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just looking for confirmation of whether this was you or not. But since you want to run your mouth, I'll say my piece. Literally everything you tried to shit on me for, you did. You're getting a taste of your own medicine and you have no one to blame but yourself.
Yeah, he's right.
You're such a pathetic coward that you deleted your non-binary people are valid tweets after you got a little bit of pushback for it. I've been getting shit on for over a year for my support of the trans community and not once have I deleted a tweet about it or backed down. Because unlike you, I have the balls to stand by my principles. And if that wasn't bad enough, you bet.
No, I don't believe that. You put your eggs in one bed. There's no going back. I'll give you a break. You have the balls to stand by your shit. You never stood by me. He's trying to fuck me over at any fucking point. I mean, he's kidding.
Begged Alex Gekmo to delete a tweet.
It's just the whole thing. Like, I forget that Jason McGay, he was in Scientology, and they asked him like when you get to the Xenu part, like most people, he said that's the point when people say, "Holy fuck, did I get ripped off?" There's a guy that brought aliens here. But you know what? Most people go along with it. You know why? Because at that point, you spend millions of dollars, and it's easier to say, it's easier to live with, "Oh, I'm a crazy Scientologist," than a stupid fucking moron.
Ask all the people who are playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Today, they spent their subscription cost for like 25 years, and that's the only reason they're playing. Like, it doesn't matter if it's that or something else.
I suppose.
You invest and you stay.
Yeah, I think he's just committed. I mean, he pissed away his friends kind of unnecessarily too, you know. So he was in it.
He never really had any.
Because it
He never
hurt
really
your
had any.
feelings?
I was friends with him. I was nice to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't think you were a friend of Tipster. It's that I don't think Tipster saw you as a friend.
No, he clearly didn't. No, he didn't.
There's a lot of valid criticism of me and how I mishandled things in the past, but not even I begged a random Twitter account to delete a tweet because it was too mean. You're a spineless coward.
He's not wrong, though. I'll tell you that.
And let's not forget all the times you talked on
spineless.
streams, then DM'd me after about how you were just joking and didn't mean what you said. Well, now everyone sees who you really are. So stop pretending to be a bully because you're not a bully of anyone. You're
I forgot how it's really cut.
just a who falls like a house of cards at the slightest criticism. Don't bother responding because I won't bother reading it. I took my L's, now it's time to take yours.
That's why I remember I took my L's, and that time it's pretty well written.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you. That's from what's his name, the wrestling guy. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
God damn, this was a shocking,
it was good. It was
message
good.
coming from Tipster of all people. In the following days, several of Boblax's friends confronted him on a live stream about his behavior. Although he prematurely left the call, Robert himself joined near the end to clarify his position.
We're not going to see eye to eye on everything. We're not going to agree on everything, but like I can definitely look back at like some of the things that I've done in the past in hindsight and be like, yeah, I was really fucking dumb. And so like I had to take
Remember we had, I just want you to remember the takes, Tipster, after I send you off. There was times when me, you and Bobax and Nick, we had the best take.
My L's and just like own it. I don't know. It just seems like he has a really hard time just like owning shit. But yeah, I can't stick around. I got to get going. But like I said, regardless of our like differences or whatever, you know, it's whatever. All right, I'm gonna head out. See you later, faggots.
Whoa! What the Wait, was he fake? Was he fake? Was he reach control?
While it's arguable if Tipster ever truly came to terms with his
Like
behavior
one of the
in the
last
past,
ones Nick saw, isn't it?
considering he often preferred blocking his critics, he was at least now accepting some responsibility for how things turned out. In a post directed to Boblax, he wrote, "If you continue down this path, you're only going to end up with a dead channel and a dead career. Don't make the same mistakes I did." As more came out about
Kind
Boblax,
of too late at that point. Mayo Bob.
Robert continued to dunk on him. Eventually, the two agreed to chat on stream and air out their grievances, starting with Vosh.
All I alluded to was like the defending Vosh thing, which I still think was horrible, and you agree. So
oh
it's
yeah,
like,
I made myself look like a idiot.
That's what I said.
I had a big problem of going out on a limb for people to like defend them and stuff like that. When I probably
Not me. I never got, Vosh got it, but I guess, you know, he was much higher on the ladder there. Not me. All I said
shouldn't
is,
even got involved.
all I did was like, I misjudged somebody. Ian Miles Chung. I misjudged him and admitted it, and then said I wouldn't throw my fucking buddy under the bus when he had fucking, you know, crowd fucking admitted everything too. I said I wouldn't disavow him. I didn't get that same.
The crowd to work to improve his life and his person, and then did those things and came back. Like the whole any complaint about crowd is retarded.
Yeah, I mean, well, they were. He was. You know, he's big. Well, he was the guy to bully at that time in 2018. You know, he became a popular. He was Monday Matt before Monday Matt. You know?
Yeah, no. I remember all that. He got
so I wouldn't.
out rather quickly.
I wouldn't say, like he. First of all, I was in one of the servers, not the one that was supposedly the bad one, that he was in, and he did play fast and loose with Coach Red Pill's Docs, which he admitted, and you know these guys. And the other thing, and this might be when JF tagged him with they said that salmon gives birth, because he said salmon gives birth to fish, right? And you know they lay eggs, right? But I knew what the problem was there. That was a misspeech because Gabut and German, it covers eggs and like giving birth to kind of the human way too.
Yeah, it's a
It's a word that covers both things. In English, they make a separate. They make a separate. But they try to make.
Yeah, you
know,
spawn,
they try to look
young
like a
ones.
moron.
You don't spawn eggs or fish.
Yeah, they
or
tried to make
spawn
Kyle look
young
like a fucking moron when it was definitely a language slip. You know, it is a word that I like. It's a word that I was familiar with in German. You know, because Geburt covers both ends, and they like, oh, yeah, I wasn't gonna say, you know, and I'd see people that were friendly with him before, like Brittany Ventney, and other people that were friendly with him. He fucked up, but it was like it wasn't like the way Bering did Jeremy, right? Like, dude, stop, right? I have to distance myself from you because like this is wrong. This is something we are diametrically opposed of. How it wasn't like that. It was just like, nah, fuck him. He's losing crowd. I'm not going down with him. Really slimy shit.
Flex continued trying to grill him, but after already admitting he was wrong, the conversation was essentially going in circles. Tipster had come to terms with arguably his biggest flaw. In contrast, when confronted about why he had been friendly in DMs while publicly telling people Robert had backstabbed him regarding his fight with Keffels, Bo Blacks refused to concede anything.
So then you did feel backstabbed?
Yes.
So why didn't you tell me that when I asked you that in DMs?
Why would I tell you?
You see what people mean when they say that you do this like double speak thing, and you're not like fully honest with like how you feel or whatever, and you don't see how they can see that as dishonest. Yeah, I think we're done here.
While Tipster undoubtedly came out the victor of this back and forth, he had no intentions of returning to the commentary community or any of his old friends. Frankly, he seemed to be happy with his new life. If I knew how much people in queer communities loved fatties like me, I would have came out of the closet sooner. He even began posting on Blue Sky after changes were made to Twitter's block button, making it functionally inert. Soon after joining, he got right back into posting his usual content. The rumors are true. At Euphoritori is a bratty bot.
Nothing changes.
Unfortunately, his detractors were quick to notice that his Blue Sky account had been almost instantly blocked by Keffels after he spam replied to all her posts. Despite this cringe posting on Blue Sky, in the eyes of most people, Tipster was continuing his redemption arc. Near the end of 2024, Rich from the once respected YouTube channel Review Tech USA was routinely spiraling on live streams. Robert and him had spoken years prior and seemed to be on good terms. Sadly, in the present day, Rich had just deleted his entire account after surpassing 1 million subscribers, and was now ranting about an ex-girlfriend named Becky Boop, claiming she had been a prostitute.
That's not true. That was never his ex-girlfriend. They did that to him in the LCU. They just he went in there and lied, and they just ate it up. It's so funny.
Becky Boop is an opportunistic who used to herself out on Craigslist to old men to make money.
As it turned out, Tipster and Becky had been good friends for several years now, and one of his female friends coming under fire
whoa. Tipster was friends with Becky Boop in between 2016 and when she went to the LCU. I did not know that. Oh, that's interesting. Becky Boop.
New talking point.
Becky Boop's like Kevin Bacon.
She needed him to defend her. But hear me out. Possibly for the first time in his entire career, Robert utterly crushed his opponent in a debate.
You were friends with Keffels. How'd that go?
I heard you on the other day on stream say that we're not friends anymore, and that's not true.
But how did that go for you? How'd that go for your reputation?
Can you explain to me where the grift?
I found like the thing with Rich is he is just a big lolcow. Like his obsession with DSP is like, get the fuck out of here, dude. You're just as bad.
They're all
and he's jumping on Tipster like.
Is then because I
almost kind of stick up for Tipster here.
Like lost my career by standing by my principles, and I still haven't backed down.
You were literally.
Aren't you the one that's been in a lot of girls' DMs too? By the way, you're the one who brought up like.
That's a good point.
Like sliding in people's DMs and shit. So I'm just saying, like, Tipster, you don't really, you don't belong in, like, you shouldn't be throwing stones in a glass house, bro. That's all I'm saying. The last time I was watching you have a meltdown on stream, I was sitting next to my wife while having dinner while watching you lose your mind. Good luck to you.
Pause 1 second.
Luck to you, Rich.
No.
But you look like a fucking clown.
You don't get the end.
Yeah,
he just pulled it. He just pulled it.
There are many blunders online personalities have come back from over the years, but losing a debate to Tipster is essentially career-ruining. As for his claim of still being friends with Keffals, that would at least explain why he continued to defend her on Blue Sky and random Reddit threads.
Does he still do that,
However, it
though?
would be many months before the two would be seen interacting again. When interviewed on the matter, Tipster does acknowledge that Keffals has blocked him, but hand-waves it away as her wanting to distance herself from the internet, which makes no sense.
Apparently, has Keffals blocked you on Blue Sky? Is that right?
Yeah.
Don't think Keffals is...
Why would he go on... I mean, Dickers is like, I can understand now, but like, why would he go on Dickers' show then?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Unbelievable.
Since the whole Xander Hall crash out thing, is there like a kind of a fracturing kind of behind the scenes?
I'm not gonna, obviously share anything that's private or whatever, but like as far as like our relationship, like it's fine. She's kind of living her own life, offline for the most part. There's no like bad blood there or anything like that. Like we're still cool or whatever.
Robert too has grown tired of the internet. On December 6, 2024, he announced he would be leaving Twitter for the foreseeable future. This was in response to what he saw as an increase in bigotry and discrimination on the platform. Just like his previous breaks from Twitter, this was over just as soon as it started. The lure of blog posting various life updates was just too strong to ignore. With his continued use of Twitter, Boblax returned to antagonize Robert once again. Their back and forth went on for several days, ultimately culminating in Tipster dedicating a segment on stream to discuss their beef.
Yeah,
Although
Mr.
no
Eisen.
new information came to light during the stream, Robert did a good job of summarizing how he ended up in this position.
I can look at this in hindsight. I could take the L and say, I defended some things that I didn't need to defend. I inserted myself into some situations that I didn't need to insert myself into, which anybody who knows my history knows that was a bad habit of me. If I liked someone because they were a creator I enjoyed, or because they were a friend of mine or something like that, I always had a bad habit of inserting myself into situations that I didn't need to insert myself into. I basically lost my career as a content creator.
You would also insert yourself into situation, like if it was like with me, like it was like against somebody. You would insert yourself into you're like a Hispanic fat man, like kissing Ralph's and Mediger's.
Oh, he's the main character.
Yeah, like you would do that, all the time. No, don't say insert. Okay, I won't.
I lost my
How
auto.
about face fuck? Is that better?
Audience.
No.
I lost a lot of friends over this
God
shit.
damn.
Like I made an ass of myself, and I can own it.
This new sober perspective on his past failures was slowly buying back the little respect he once had. Unfortunately,
Well,
just
Nick was
one
putting them
day
on.
later,
Nick was playing the shit on fucking the Bobax bully stream.
Yeah, but this is around this time where like Boblax went down, and he came on here, and then he started appearing on Nick's stream, and he was kind of trying to smoosh his way back in.
strike the Tipster fandom, as he would make a post on his community page. I've always said that the day YouTube was no longer
Like if I had an uptick, I mean, I bet they
Listen,
both do
fuckhead.
it. If I had like a big uptick on the Barely Dare, is real fucking. Thanks so much, I appreciate you. If I had a big uptick, like let's say I got 100,000 views on like a video, I guarantee they'd be back. Hey, you said you want me on Love Phones. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Well, you guys know what to do if you want Boblax on here. 100,000 views and we get Boblax.
Tommy, on the 24th of June, 2026, you said that we didn't have a problem anymore. In fact, you specifically put an example of me trying to patch things up with you and made fun of me because I'd already patched something several months earlier. So you said you had no problem with me between both.
It would be the day I'd retire. I believe that day has finally come. The YouTube landscape has changed drastically since I started. Many of the aspects that initially drew me to the platform and its community are no longer present. I've come to
I
realize
actually agree with him on that.
that it's time for me to move on and leave on somewhat of a high note, on my own terms. In many
High
ways,
note.
this was understandable. YouTube is completely unrecognizable compared to 2006 when
No, I agree with him completely.
Robert first joined the platform. Now nobody cares to watch his stream highlights playing Resident Evil, or talking about his interest in retro games. For many viewers, the only entertaining moments from Tipster's long online career centered around him getting overwhelmed in debates, losing his friends, or embarrassing himself. Given that reality, can you blame Robert for wanting to leave? While he had stopped posting on YouTube, he continued keeping his fans updated on Blue Sky. You would think by cutting off the source of all his anguish, Tipster's life would have improved, yet somehow it seems to have gotten worse. In one update he posted, "A friend today told me they look up to me. Why? What is there to look up to? I'm a failure in every way possible." Even if you're someone who despises Tipster, you have to admit this black and white sort of thinking isn't an accurate reflection of reality or productive in any way. He does have a decent job and a wife who seems fine with his online shenanigans. Less than 2 months after announcing his retirement, Tipster returned to YouTube yet again. I feel like this script is getting repetitive. Once again, he decided to wipe his entire channel, with only his most recent streams remaining public. He continued streaming for the next few months, although very little from this time has been archived. Even users of Kiwi Farms only occasionally return to his thread to remind readers that he is indeed still overweight. For what it's worth, it appears the majority of lost media was uninteresting. His sub count had been in free fall since his return, and by November of 2025, he officially dropped below 100K. It would be an understatement to say Tipster needed to make a change. A transition.
I never fucking did transition. You're a prick. I never got to hit 100K. I never got that fucking plaque.
If you will. On December 29th, Robert posted to Twitter, "New year, new me," with a transgender flag attached. In the replies, he clarified that he was coming out as non-binary. Along with this, he changed his name on all platforms to "Hey, it's Tippy XO." This rebrand included a new Gothic-inspired logo. Over the next few months, he would...
What is XO? He looks like Andy Malinowski's there. What is XO? Oh, that's Hugs and Kisses, right?
Post about getting his ears pierced, painting his nails, and wearing makeup.
Turkey Tom, stop. Stop it, Turkey Tom.
It goes with the black hat. I think it's a good idea that he went with.
Referring to his past message leaks.
Tom really let himself fucking go after the whole Kiwi Farms drama, eh? Fucking hell.
And little they know I actually wanted to be a goth chick. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Little did I know I wanted to be the goth chick.
Someone tells me I should have figured that out.
To celebrate this transformation, he once again wiped his YouTube channel, with the oldest public video now being dated one day after his announcement. He finally seemed to be in good spirits, posting about how he had overcome alcoholism and had been seeing a therapist. Although he did seem to be upset about a particular friend that had cut him off in the past. It's likely this friend in question was the now ex-goth mommy Hannah Animal, who responded to this thread saying, "Why is Tipster trying to rewrite history that his struggle with alcoholism was due to sexuality and not his unhappy marriage? You put too much personal baggage on people who shouldn't be dealing with it. I was a 21-year-old trying to give marriage advice to a guy in his 30s. I allowed you to sexualize me into a meme because it's the only time you seemed happy." Robert never directly responded to this, and that's probably for the best. He often claims that people...
Wow, he didn't respond. Yeah, wow, he did.
Yeah, he learned. At his expense are obsessed with his marriage. But you shouldn't spend the better part of a decade flirting with random women online and venting to them about your wife if you expect...
You can flirt with women online. Well, you probably...
any other outcome.
There's a difference. There's a difference, Tommy.
In his Discord server, the domain of the goth mommies, we can see that Robert's mental health has once again declined. While the exact reason for this is currently a mystery, it is a pattern that is likely to repeat. As of writing, Tipster is 39 years old and seemingly still spends most of his days trauma dumping to people half his age over Discord. This is not behavior that's conducive to success or personal growth. Fortunately for Robert,
I think you say this, like, I always like to say, because you said this to me, right? You got to do something to bring your content back up. There is such a thing as it's over, I'm okay with that, like the entire thing. He's like, well, if he did that, like, he's almost like suggesting if there was a couple changes made, he might be able to make a comeback. Almost like he's just too lazy. No, he's fucked. He's cooked. Put a fork in him, It's done. And he said the same thing about me too. If we want. I'm not here for the fucking cash. I've always loved streaming. I always love fucking joking around with my friends like a jackass. I don't think you should make flirty remarks towards us. No, you shouldn't. Absolutely, regardless of marriage. I don't think I was defending that there, Austin Bennett. I think the only thing I said, is like, there's no way to know whether he knew or not. No, you shouldn't be doing that. Of course not. Goes without saying. But you said it, Austin. You probably should. You know why you shouldn't go on? Like, even if you're innocently flirting, because it's and you're married, it's gonna get twisted. So you shouldn't do it. There you go.
He has fallen so far from the spotlight that he would have to do something truly insane for anyone to bother documenting it going forward. After spending the majority of his adult life online, he has little to show for it. In the past, he had tried to create an echo chamber around himself, blocking anyone who attempted to pierce his bubble. But now, streaming to less than 10 viewers, he has...
Didn't you flirt with Peanut? Yeah, of course I flirted with Peanut. Peanut's my kind of people. I miss her. She gets kicked off every fucking platform. She was one of those honest people that I dealt with. I only flirt with 60-year-old women just to make sure there's no pedophilia. Exactly.
Sense to achieve that.
Yeah, if they can't take their teeth out, I'm not interested. If they can't take their
just specifically clear. Yeah, he did it. He did that. I just don't know. Like, I don't know if anybody knows whether he knew she was 16. If he did, yeah, fuck his face. Austin, one guide. Yeah, sure, but I don't know. He's like, who knows? I think it's. I got to be honest with you. I think it's kind of funny. Hey, she's 16, shithead.
He does seem like
that's what it looked like to me.
Just not at all care.
That's why it looked to me.
I think he's just too horny. It's not that he's a pedo. I just think he's horny and he sees someone and he's like, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. She was 6 months under 18. Shit. Yeah. Well, okay, maybe you should have checked that first, Tibby. Don't be so horny.
Yeah.
Perhaps this is.
I'm not going to pedo jacket him for that one. That's all I'm saying. But hey, nothing. Which in fairness to you, Austin, if you're thinking he did know, you're not going to get a fight with me. I mean, your theory is as good as mine.
The best possible.
Yeah, I don't like him working at a school.
I wouldn't fucking. I wouldn't fucking.
I wouldn't want him working with my kids. I can tell you that, but I don't know if he's
will likely have every moment tracked for the rest of their lives. Robert can quietly fade into obscurity playing Resident Evil.
Women.
A big thanks to Fume for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in the description down below to try it out for yourself.
Good riddance.
I'm not nothing but I just can't believe how it's never nothing but nice. It blows my mind. Yeah. I'm glad like I don't really talk to Tom anymore, and I'm glad like I'm good with him, and I'm so happy for his success. I'm glad this is great. I only deal with the LCU drama, and that's like, about making money.
It's only because you can't get Tom to fix your fucking arcade cabinets.
Get him over here. He at the very least, Crabtree, not always incoherently. He was, I guess, yeah, he definitely. I think at this point you shouldn't be doing it because, even if your intentions are innocent, it's going to get twisted and it might affect your marriage. So that marriage is
at the best case, this is not his thing. He should go do something else.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with flirting. Innocently flirting.
No.
Or like
as long as
or joke flirting. Not even real flirting.
But the thing is with Tipster is there's a difference between someone calls in here and you're being a bit and she's being a bit and then he goes afterwards and slides into her DMs.
Talking about Jeannie's ginormous boobs.
Yeah. So big she can't see her feet.
True that.
I knew it. I knew it.
She's had to call EMS for 2 of her boyfriends. You know that?
Did you not see that news story?
That is how I want to die, man.
Yeah, if you want to get rid of your husband or boyfriend, you can say, "It's a big accident."
You can have my health insurance. You can have my life insurance. That's fine.
That was a lot of fun. I did enjoy the video. It was wonderful.
Yeah, he's getting Gamer from Mars has always been good, but the last few have been.
He's great.
He's been having a good time. The same with the N-word
I've always been a big Gamer from Mars guy. I love him. Thanks for new memberships and everything. That's nice.
When are you gonna get the shout out?
Really generous. I really appreciate y'all. And was there any good videos coming up or anything?
I'm not sure. I haven't really seen anything.
Well, let's check the schedule.
What I saw.
Check the schedule. Let's check the schedule.
Well,
The Canadians lost. What does
Tomorrow
that
we're
mean?
not doing.
Hold on a second. All right, the Canadians are they're through. The Canuckle Cat, even with the loss, they're through. I think.
Doesn't Bosnia have another game?
Wait, does
though?
that say
Bosnia and
Yeah,
Qatar still have-
PL games
Bosnia and-
played. 3. Oh, they all have another
Okay.
game. Oh, wait a minute. They play 1, 2, 3
No, there's
games.
3
That's
games.
Yeah, 3 games.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, there's 3
'cause
here.
I forgot that they did them. At
Yeah,
the
so
same time.
the Knuckleheads are through. Yeah.
Boo.
July. Oh yeah, it is. He says that they where they qualified. So congratulations, Canada. I look. I don't want to get beat by them, but I'm generally happy for them. Our brothers to the north.
Oh, they are kind of your brothers, kind of like the Swedes and us.
Well, I grew up a huge hockey fan. I mean, all my heroes.
I lost my toes, dude.
Hey, Teddy. Okay.
Teddy donated $5. Okay, so question, do you think pedos talking to pedo friends have the same thing normal people have? Guys, I swear I thought she was older, but it's guys, I swear I thought she was younger.
Teddy. You're a terrible person, Teddy.
Oh. I was making fun of a certain LCU host. And I'm like, because they made like 5 incredibly bad moves that completely backfired in their face. And I was like, and tomorrow they're going to say, I think we got to give these maps a break. Let's be let's have a little nuance on the map discussion. I go, that's next. That reminds me of Teddy's doing.
Flip that if I didn't have half a bottle of wine.
Fuck off. That was so funny. I'm expecting this guy. I'm going to turn to the LCU, and he's like, let's think over the map thing. Oh, look at that.
What do you mean? Oh, you're going to have a field day with that. You're going to have such a good show if they do that.
No, they're not going to. They're not that bad. But they were making, there's so many fucking mistakes. Ooh.
It wouldn't surprise me, though.
The midnight?
Brazil, Scotland?
Scotland plays Brazil, Scotland.
Morocco's playing. That's going to be...
Scotland...
Did they beat France? Morocco? No. What happened the other day? I don't know.
No, they didn't play France. You're thinking of... They're not
Norway's going to play France. Yeah.
Scotland.
I just think about the riots. That's usually what happens.
They play. Funny thing. If they beat Brazil, they'll qualify.
Brazil, really?
Yeah, but
really?
Morocco's got to lose. Brazil's got to win. No, Brazil's not what they were. I mean, more than likely Brazil's going to win that game, but it's not like out of the realm of possibility.
I mean, they're not what they were, but against Scotland,
no, they're really not what they were. No, look, more than likely Scotland.
I'm not the guy to say.
Let's just say they're going to win Brazil, but it wouldn't be like the biggest shock of all time if they pulled like a 1-0 victory. You know what I mean? Scotland.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Yeah. I'm still stuck in the 90s, I guess.
Yeah. No, they're the Brazilian team was executed in Brazil in front of everybody by Germans, by the Germans, 7-1. And from what I understand,
for some reason I forgot about that.
Yeah, like apparently, like these German guys kept uploading the preview or the game to porno sites saying German girl gets raped by Brazilian girl gets raped by entire German soccer team.
Good times, man.
That was it. I'll never forget. I remember the excitement of, oh my God, we're gonna win! Like we're up 3 goals like in the first 20 minutes, and then
kept going,
and then it's like, oh God, stop, please! And then I think Bastian Schweinsteiger scored a goal. Remember this year, and there was no celebration because they were embarrassed about celebrating at that point. Because it's Brazil. They're one of the greatest teams of all time. They won the most. And it was just said, they have not been the same since. You know what Jeff Noodles told me? I said, what killed Brazilian soccer? He said, the phone. More people are interested in the phone. Before, you have nothing. You find a balloon, you make a fucking football of it. That's what you did. Because there's no... Like, you might not have TV. If you did, you only have radio. Get out there, kick that fucking ball. and you get really, really good at it. You know, they don't have it's like not like that anymore. And I suppose that's good. Maybe it's
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore over there. Like Neymar is like the last generation.
They get addicted to anime, and that's it. Yeah. That's like South America. There's such a bunch of weebs. They fucking love Dragon Ball over there.
Yeah, that's what he thought it was. Hey, McTominay.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'll have to ask my Brazilian friend.
McTominay's a good player. McGinn's a good player. At least for Aston. Yeah, McKenna. We got McKenna in high school. Oh man. So yeah, not impossible. Not impossible. Haiti plays Morocco. That's a fucking nothing. And at 3 a.m. my time, Mexico, Chechnya. I think does. Where's Mexico at? Oh, Mexico's through. Oh, Mexico's already through. I think. Yeah, they have 6 points. They're good. Czech Republic could knock South Korea out. I don't know. It's going to get hairy over the weekend.
All of Europe.
Going to be a lot of tears. Got a lot of joy and a lot of tears this weekend when it's all over. That over the fucking World Cup.
And then you're going to watch some football afterwards.
World Cup's fun, and then it gets really hairy. And it's like, you see the chokes, the moment, the one thing that screwed absolutely everything up. Yeah. You know,
but it's
some
been a
kind
good
of
World Cup so far.
I always want to kick I always want to kick Nick in the face. Glory Hunter Nick. They do this every time. They did it in South Africa, in Germany a little bit too. Not as much, but every time it's like it's in a weird place. In Russia, same thing. You know, they're like, "Oh no, it's good. Everything's gonna fall apart. They're not gonna be able to do it." There's always this panic, and when the thing starts, it's
almost like
it's a big event. There's but the thing comes. I mean, even in South Africa, where I remember hearing before 2010 that they're gonna have to do it at the last minute. They're gonna have to cut it off and do it in Germany again because the Germans were prepared for it, and it's not, and that they're not, and then the stadiums won't be built, and it went off fine. It was a great World Cup 2010. Nobody said it wasn't a great World. The final was a little hairy, but I mean, it was a great World Cup. But every year they do this. Oh, it's going to get fucked up in the States. It's going to, man, it's not. There's going to be empty seats. Yeah, there's going to be empty seats for Morocco versus Haiti in the United States. You know what? It's so there would be everywhere. Most of the games, if you have a major club, or even if Ireland or Scotland, if you have a major club, and Scotland is not a major club, right, or a major country, they're selling the fuck out. They're selling our biggest NFL stadiums. Get the fuck out of here. And I admit it's overpriced. I wouldn't go. Fuck it.
I mean, that's FIFA for you and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
That's FIFA.
What are you going to do? It's going to be money rubbing.
Oh, God, the Americans aren't going to be able to do it. The only thing they did was they kicked and I don't care, a referee. They said he had terrorist ties. I don't know if he did or not, but fuck, I'm Somalian.
But be honest here. As someone who's not the biggest Trump fan, this is just about Trump. It's just about Trump.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah. But you know what? In fairness, though, if it wasn't Trump, some of it's the Americans have football. They don't like it because I saw that going into '94.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Like
there is a lot of that.
Americans are like, the Americans.
Yeah, I remember when Messi went to when they had apparently, and a friend of mine told me this in the '70s in England. Everybody in England, they fucking English had a fucking heart attack when Pele went to New York, right? They had a heart attack when Pele went to New York. I know a bunch of English. It's embarrassing. He's humiliated when Messi went to Miami. They pissed him when Beckham went to. They get really and the '94 came around. Oh no, they're going to steal our game. And then same thing with this. They panic. The English panicking over nothing. Oh no, a German guy's coaching Team England, Thomas Tuchel. Oh no, everything's the end of the world. They're taking our game away from you. Hey England, you gave it away a long time ago. Get over yourself.
I'm sorry. As a European, America is the greatest country on earth. I'm sorry. That's just the truth of it. You are the only superpower, and you won the game.
It's the last thing that they know they can kick our ass at.
Yeah,
and they're trying to hold on to that one fucking thing.
Oh no, our empire!
Please,
let us keep the football.
Actually, I don't think we're going to win a World Cup in my lifetime. I mean, I hope this year I don't think they're going to win a World Cup in my lifetime because I was watching this German economist, and he says the problem with the United States is they have everything you need to win a World Cup, but they also have 4 other sports that drain the talent pool.
Yeah,
and he said that's
true.
not going away. You know, that's not going away. Four sports, like soccer's always, it's going to move up and it's going to get big. And I think iShow Speed's
It's never
done
going to be
wonders.
number one.
Welcome to Wrexham's done wonders. It's awesome. I love rooting for my little teams and bopping around Europe. And I love watching MLS and my team back home. And it's been great. I even actually like the lower stuff better. I like the big stuff, like Champions League. It's been so much fun for me. It's been so great for my family. Me and my wife, I think we get along better because we have this thing that's between us that we do as a family. You know, it's been fucking great. You know, what a wonderful tradition. But I mean, that's not going to necessarily translate to MLS being the Premier League one day. You know, and maybe it doesn't have to be. Maybe it could be just a really
America's
great
a different
development.
country.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't have. It's almost like if MLS isn't the best, I can't watch it. Well, I can. You know, why would you watch the third or second league? You know, and Americans are gonna have a tough time with that because they got to think that it's like the most awesome.
Yeah,
and MLS
it's the problem with Americans at the end of the day. You
Yeah.
have to be number one.
You have to
like
be
your
number one,
ego
yeah.
says you have to be number one because you kind of is most of the time. So when you aren't, it feels really weird.
But you know what? The trophies are here in Europe. That's the Mecca. That's the Medina. And that's where you're going to go if you want to be the greatest in the world. But you can have all these other great leagues. I know a guy from Australia in the Glory Hunters. He loves the A-League. It's not a good league. It's like the MLS team would crush those guys. Fucking second Bundesliga team would run them off the pitch, right? And but he loves going to the Sydney games, and I get that because I go to a stadium half filled. I remember when we played fucking Bayern Munich, and Harry Kane got a header, broke my son's heart. I remember watching Forsberg fucking hit slam one. I saw those great moments. I remember when our guy Kaya down by 2, we tied up Bayern Munich. Those memories will never go away. It's good shit. And I think I think Speed has done a lot too. I think you just got to kind of make it cool and sell it to Americans that way. Now, it doesn't have to be the best. It has to be yours. Root for your local team. Go to a local team. I don't care if it's USL. You'll get into it. You'll get it.
No, it is 100%.
Yeah,
I
you
went
got
to
yeah.
one that in the States. Pretty fun.
You went to a USL game?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, Sacramento Republic versus New Mexico. I went last Saturday.
They're getting they're bringing
We
in
lost.
promotion
It was
relegation
good.
next year. They're bringing in promotion relegation in USL. We're gonna have 2 leagues or 3 leagues, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. Still a minor league. It's barely professional, but still.
Well, it's
Darcy,
more fun, isn't it? Like
What?
the stuff where there's actually a competition and you don't know, hey, it is this team going against that team. You're here like, hey, my team has a chance. We're gonna go at it. It might not go well, but it's more than like looking at Scotland versus Brazil, and you're just kind of Brazil is gonna win.
Yeah. I want my fireworks and monster truck at Ibrox Glasgow. These American owners of the Rangers. Oh, the Americans bought the Rangers? Really? He wants monster trucks. Fires. That's the
Is that
thing.
what we need
We
to?
have in MLS. We have fireworks and goals go off. That's like unheard of in Europe.
Oh, you had the musket thing. Fuck, what team was that?
I like
forget.
that's the Revolution. That's been with them since day one, 30 years straight now. Yeah, it's the 30th anniversary this year of MLS.
Oh wow, yeah.
I remember
no,
going
the
to
game
games.
I
at
went to,
Metro
they
Stars.
had fireworks.
I saw Metro Stars Mutiny. I saw that guy. I saw Carlos Valderrama, man. I saw him take a fucking old school penalty, old school American style penalty kick. It was awesome. Is this Glory Hunters? Shut up, Corey. I think you call it a night. Let's do.
Gotta do Pats.
Let's
Yep.
do Pats and get the fuck out of here, man.
Mega homies.
And the mega homies. The mega homies. Any other videos you guys want me to check out? And we'll try to see if we can do a news one. We'll do 3 this week. That'd be nice. You might get some time. Actually,
speaking of Toastify, Toastify's put out a fair few lately.
Oh yeah, I like Toastify.
Like on
but he gets
Oddly Noah's shit.
He gets into the ped stuff. I love Toastify. Don't get me wrong, but he gets in way too.
No, but I specifically mean like the Oddly Noah shit that's been going on for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oddly Noah, is that the
really
guy that was having a problem with Isn't that guy Ethan suing or tried to sue or something?
No, that's Noah Sampson.
Noah Sampson.
Yeah. That's the
Different.
guy.
We do have somebody in waiting to call as
do?
well. So.
I'll just take him.
Mhm.
Let's take it before I want to show everybody he's on the doctor.
Yeah.
Who's that, Mr.
Yeah, no,
Ivan?
Hi there, Tommy.
Hey, how you doing? I can help you.
Give me a second to pause the stream real quick. There we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I had a question for you because Jim brought up a name I haven't heard in fucking forever. I wanted to know if you had any encounters with him. King of
Pole?
Yeah.
People say when I interviewed Ralph, I want to say it was January of 2025. People think he came in there and he was the guy that was arguing with me that I gave Ralph a platform. I let him talk, and like there's a whole bunch of stuff that you missed and what have you.
Are you talking about when you first interviewed when he came back from
when he came
rehab?
back for that thing. Yeah, when he came back from rehab, I interviewed him. And then
So
this guy came in. This guy came in.
It's kind of interesting with Brian because apparently some Discord DMs have been leaked from a 15-year-old girl. Here, Brian was getting into, and this is all from Jim, mind you, was getting into wanting to do some daddy-daughter role play with this chick. And when it came out, he jumped on Kiwi Farms and started making threats to people in his own thread. And fucking Null messages back, "Blow your brains out, Chomo." He fucking killed me.
Is that the one? Did you send me that? I didn't. That's like the last.
So I sent you his last stream where he talked about him.
Stream,
the other two are just about Ralph.
What is? Do me a favor. What is? It's interesting. Guy's on his deathbed. He's streaming about Ralph. What is Medgar pulling in the streams nowadays? As far as live
God,
viewers?
I haven't bothered to look,
Really?
but I can tell you that he has retained a lot of his audience.
Yeah,
and
because I heard, and I'm not rooting against him. I heard that I guess he was too pro-Israel or too pro-Donald or too not anti-Israel enough. I heard a lot of them turned on him. That's what I heard.
Yeah, no, he had a couple streams there that bombed because he was making fun of people who were protesting and he was being really hard on about Donald's the best president we'll ever have and you people don't understand. And it's just like, I'm not watching him for that.
Like with the guy.
I'm watching Jim because he's funny when he shits on people like Ralph and King of Pole.
Yeah, but he's
and
always
Ralph, to be fair, has been busy and absolutely deserves it.
Yeah, but he's been like Medgar was always like sincerely political. It was never a grip for him. Like that's the way he feels. Yeah, I mean that's the guy.
But
he
people
is.
still don't want to hear it, man. People, especially with how Trump has been doing. If you start looking up like polls and shit, people don't want to hear.
Yeah,
Trump's
he's not doing good,
even from Jim.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm a righty and I don't like him. I'll say that.
Yeah,
much.
same. I'm a righty and I don't like him.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like? Oh, I do. I still like him.
But I'll say this, Tommy, on my way out. I can send you the other two streams once they're no longer flagged. I think you'll get a kick out of them because Ralph has. You ever have someone tell you over in Germany, "Don't stick your dick in crazy"?
I've heard it when I was home.
Yeah, Ralph didn't listen.
It's kind of an old
now he's
saying.
trying to threaten. Now he's trying to threaten a porn star with porn. It just
Didn't
don't
he get
work.
married to that porn star or what?
I don't know if they did get married. It was an on again, off again. 1 minute they're together, next minute he's beating on her and running from the cops. He got arrested twice, I believe.
Just Ralph things,
There's body
I
cam
guess.
for one of them.
Ralph is just give up on women and just like get hookers.
I love Ralph.
I mean,
I'm sorry, he's a piece of shit, but I love Ralph. He's so entertaining.
Ralph is one of my favorite locals to watch because, like, with Boogie, you feel bad for him to a point. The dude's been through so much. With Wings, he's kind of a mess. With Ralph, no, he's absolutely earned everything he's had.
You know why I like Ralph? I'll tell you something. Say something nice about Ralph. Ralph is legitimately funny, like talented funny.
Yeah, he is.
That's
he
why I like
absolutely
Ralph.
is, yeah.
He's absolutely talented funny. So whatever he is or whatever he isn't, and I'm not gonna fucking argue with anybody with Ralph. But I still kind of admire how quick-witted he is, you know?
Oh, yeah, when he's not Danny looped out of his fucking mind and drooling on himself.
Yeah,
he
I'm
really
sorry
is
to hear
funny.
that, actually. You know, I really do believe when he was on my show a year ago that he really wanted to be sober. I do believe that. Whether he did that or not has a strength, I totally believe
he seemed like he was trying, but here's the problem is he's that kind of addict where it's too hard to walk away permanently. Like Blade. It's just always going to tempt him. It's always going to be there. And him living down in
It's
Mexico.
very simple. It's not going to happen because that's his lifestyle. That's the kind of guy he is.
He's the Ralph male. He's always going to be that big guy drinking the fancy booze, doing all the drugs.
I guess so, man. I had a bet.
On my way out, Tommy, I got a question for you.
I had a bet with Matt Pitt that he died before he's 40, and he didn't. I had to fucking give Matt like 100.
Oh, it's gonna be Blade instead. I'm sorry.
But Tommy, on my way out, I got a question for you. Right? Would you rather go the way of Chief Dongasaw, the big sudden escalation and blowout, or the slow, tortured, Zanny looping, alcoholic existence of Ralph and his little tin shed?
I can't just go out the way I'm going out now. Like slowly, just get rid of this Ralph.
No, you got to pick one, buddy.
I got to pick some torture. Like I guess it sucks going out this way too. I often wonder if going out with a bang would be more fun, but I really don't, because then you're remembered for something, Because if people remember me now, they remember me for baited, or they remember me for some funny thing I said. That's why I want to be remembered. So Zanny,
look at it this way, Tommy. As long as you've got the show around, you're always going to have a fan base. I'm always going to be around.
I'd rather go out like Ralph.
People who are always going to pop up.
I'd rather go out like Ralph, because fucking at least Ralph's
not fuck, dude.
You know what? I'd rather go out like
just
Ralph.
Just be too drunk to know it's the end.
And I'll tell you why. Ralph has fun. Ralph's no funny, and Ralph's fun. Like Arkansas's a phony. He's not fun, and I don't know. He's like at least Ralph's like a real fucking guy.
Okay, Tommy, here's the plan. I buy all the research chemicals I can find, and then I come visit you, and then we finish with a bang.
Can you imagine your whole image being like fucking like M&A stuff, and then he knew damn well that he couldn't go to that fight for whatever reason.
That was quite the blowout, man.
He blew out smoke over me, and I fell for it. He blew smoke up me and Nick's ass.
Hey, at least to Tonka's credit, eventually he did just walk away and he never came back. Like, at least he kind of learned his lesson.
Isn't even Flamenco kind of just on?
Is Flamenco dead?
That reminds me.
He's either dead or
your
gone.
last conversation with him, I jumped in his stream because he was talking shit on you. I was like, really,
What was that?
You just got done saying, "I'm so sorry, Tommy," and he's like, "Fuck off, peasant." He's like, "All right, you're just a pussy."
When did he sit? He did a stream with me recently.
No, so remember you had dragged him in here and you guys had a conversation. This would have been probably about a year after Jim confronted Ralph, and you were having like a serious heart-to-heart with him. Lamb, you got to do better. You shouldn't say these things.
Yeah,
God, I can't remember what the drama was about, but yeah, he just totally
went out and badmouthed me right afterwards.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit. Anyway, have a good night, Tommy.
You too. Take care. Thanks for calling. All right, let's do the let's get the fuck. No more calls. I gotta call it. Hey, if you've been here this long, as you know, we read your because you're so wonderful. We your pledges, and if you want to, you got to give $10 a month, and you get read.
Give Tommy all your money. Give Tommy all your money. Give Tommy all your money.
You can't give me your money.
I can say that because I'm not the main host.
I'm on Patreon, so give it the Patreon. There we go. There it is. Wait a minute. Oh, active. That's so awesome. I'm fucking the pledge thing up. Okay, here we go. Nesquik, Oak Bragg, Beast Ghost, Pilkington, Tommy C's Cap, Blue Jacket, Beat, Not Your Typical, Taylor D, Final Flash, G-Man, Jennifer, Brave Recluse is new. Thanks, welcome aboard. A Genie and Optimus, and thank you guys so much. Boop. Gotta close it right away so I have to delete the fucking stream. All right, I'm gonna go try to go to bed. I had a lot of fun. It's nice to be back. 3 hours flat. Call it a day. Peace, peace, peace. Middle East. Chicken grease. Out of here.